Black Poppy, I know Black Poppy. Oh, I know Black Poppy. Nunca, nunca. Man, I don't know what's going on with the stream today. Boom. I don't know what that was. Whoop, whoop. Let's do it. Just so many ticks at the beginning of an episode. So many ticks. No one has more ticks as they begin. I don't know. I'm dropping all these for some reason, all these frames are dropping right now. No idea why. And I'm hoping you guys can see me. Hoping you guys are having a good morning. Hoping you guys have a hold of your coffee. Hoping you guys are okay with the state of the world and how it's all slowly deteriorating. Hope you're okay with them taking all your money and creating bunkers and spaceships so they can go underground and then prepare to leave right under our noses as we become Chernobyl-like zombies. Hope you're okay with everything that's going on. Anyways, how you guys doing? Hit that like. Anyway, you saw the title. You saw the picture. I mean, this guy's sketch is like crazy. It is crazy how viral this whole thing went. I mean, like, listen, I'm not even gonna play it yet. You know, but we're going to jump in. We're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. But I mean, I have to show you guys. I mean, like, when did we talk? 55 million? 127 million. I mean, this is crazy. There have been some reports that Druski has received a cease and desist letter. Okay, that's what somebody has said. I've gone to his Instagram. I've gone to his X channel. I do not see anything that actually says that. A lot of people nowadays are releasing fake quotes from people. There's also a quote where Erika says, "If I did this, I'd be considered racist." That also is not true. That is not a real quote that has been released at all. We're gonna go through the whole Druski thing because MAGA has had a meltdown. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Listen, I don't have any hair, right? So when everyone's dyeing their hair blue and green and they're getting the spacers and everything, I'm not there. People don't add me in to the hair dyeing conversations. I don't get let into those conversations. So I don't know when it happened. Does Cat Turd now have green hair? Has Tim Pool taken that Hulk Hogan cut that he has under that beanie and dyed that thing blue? What has happened here? Is Matt Walsh going to appear on his next show with pink hair? I don't understand. Is Ben Shapiro going to be wearing a rainbow-colored yarmulke? I was going to say beanie. He doesn't wear a beanie. It's a yarmulke, right? A kippah? Is that what's going to happen? Is that what we're doing now? I didn't get the memo. I have a pink hat. I have a blue hat. I'll wear that, I guess. I don't know. I want to fit in, guys. That's all I've ever wanted, you understand? So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll pop up, good. I have a pink sweater. I'll wear it, I just want to fit in. I just want to fit in and I just want my $7,000, okay? I don't know what else to say. Hoodwinked, Hoodwinked. Someone said something about the merch. Yep. Hoodwinked. So we're going to talk about Druski. We're going to talk about where this is all going. We're going to talk about all the people who are now outraged about this sketch, who are on the right, who could be labeled as MAGA types, who definitely have issue with this skit. I call it a sketch. That's what Dave Chappelle called it. He's the king of sketches. I call it a sketch. This sketch that Druski did, everybody's going insane. Candace reacts to it. We're going to play that. Andrew Kolvet reacts to it. I think Candace talked about that yesterday. I didn't actually have a chance to watch. I've been really behind. I need to build my team up. But I had a conversation with Mark. Mark helped out a lot. If you're out there, shout out to you. And let's just jump right in. Then we're going to jump over to Frank Turk because he made an appearance. Then we're going to, where's all my Frank Turk? Yeah, I have a bunch of Frank Turk. Oh, there's too many tabs, so I can't even see all the tabs. There's Frank Turk stuff. Apparently, he's doing like a little bit of damage control, making jokes too. Making jokes about his dead friend. I thought you weren't supposed to make jokes about his dead friend. I thought you were supposed to honor him. Weird. Weird how that works, but I'll show you guys that soon. But as you guys know, Druski made this fantastic sketch. Absolutely incredible. I mean, just hit the nail on the head, right? The way he came out, the way he did the whole thing. You guys have seen it, you know. She's dancing, she's getting lattes, she's giving the crazy eyes, she's in the Pilates room, she's doing all these different things, right? And he never used the name Erika, by the way. He's doing the satanic salute. Even he knew about the satanic salute. One of his friends, he even knew about this whole thing. One of his friends really put him up. He has a friend that's like me, and they really introduced him to all the craziness, right? He has a friend that listens to Candace Owens, for sure. So let's just jump in. I'm going to be showing you all the reactions. Then we're going to get into some actual video reactions. But right away, you know, people love it. People hate it. Druski, really the GOAT of the social media skits. This is how Erika walked out of her husband's funeral service. Now, we all know what happened, right? But here's the thing. This is why it's interesting. This is why it's breaking through to another generation. Because that's how Druski skits work, okay? I guess I'm just going to go back and forth between sketch and sketch. Sketch and sketch, sketch and skit. Whatever. This is how his videos work. He does something and people go, okay, I guess that's kind of funny, right? It's like, it's pretty funny. It was funny to us because we know everything, what's going on with Erika and Turning Point and Charlie, all that stuff, right? But what people realize as they watch his videos, they start seeing the actual thing that he's imitating, and it just blows their mind. Because what they usually think is, wow, what he's doing is so ridiculous, right? So a lot of young people, they think this is absolutely ridiculous. They're like, why is he even showing this? Then they figure out, like, this is a young person right here, right? They're like, wow, this is actually how she walked out. Then they start asking questions. Then when they hear about Turning Point or they hear about Erika Kirk, they're laughing. They're not taking it seriously. And Turning Point and the whole conservative movement understands that. They understand that no matter what, they do need a black vote. They're worried about in midterms. They know they need those percentages. They know they need young black men. They know they need young black women. They know they need people in color in general. I mean, that was what the MAGA movement was. It was all shades and colors moving together, united. It was a beautiful thing at one point. So they understand that. So now that this generation is not taking it seriously, looking at it as a joke, it's going to be a real problem. Another reaction to this whole thing. MAGA. Now, I'm about to sneeze. Now that Trump won and woke is defeated, comedy is legal again. Oh, I remember people saying that. Oh, you're allowed to make jokes again. Joe Rogan said that a bunch of times. Comedian says, okay. MAGA says, no, not like that. And that is the exact thing that's happening right now. They're saying, no, you can't do that, right? This lady jumps out of nowhere. She's like, am I crazy? Or is this blatant racism? It's like, come on, man. Come on. You've never seen comedy? You've never watched the Chappelle Show? You've never watched any sketch comedy show? I mean, what are we talking about here? SNL had a character that was buckwheat. I mean, just come on. Get it together. In Living Color had a character called Handyman. And I'm not going to go into an impression of Handyman. For those of you 80s babies out there, you remember Handyman, right? I mean, this is just what comedy has been throughout time. Is this blatant racism? I feel like we should send them to the UK so he could be arrested and thrown in jail for what he's put online. That's the road people are trying to go down right now. It's absolutely amazing to see all of these people. No, I'm not pulling up anybody who's like left-leaning. I'm pulling up straight up conservatives. There's no hesitation, fear in mocking Christianity or white people. In fact, it's encouraged. Yeah. It's been like that forever. I may not like it. I'm deep in my faith. I'm going deeper into my faith. I may not like it, but it's been like that forever. Since Lenny Bruce. Do you guys know Lenny Bruce? Oh my gosh. I can't even say a Lenny Bruce joke. But Lenny Bruce is the architect of what you see stand-up comedy and things to be now, what people talk about. I mean, it's been like this forever. You make fun of the black guy, the Italian guy. Eddie Murphy had great bits on Italian. I say it myself, I'll pat myself on the back. I got some great Italian guy bits. It's just the way it is. When I learn how to do an Irish accent, I'm going to have some damn good Irish bits. Are you kidding me? Make fun of white guys. You make fun of black guys. It's the way it works. It's how it always has worked. There's no hesitation. You're correct. Nor should there be any hesitation. You know? Dave Chappelle had the white family. that sketch, I can't believe I forgot about that. Dave Chappelle had a sketch where it was a white family, right? Straight up white people. And their last name was the niggas. That's what their last name was. And the milkman would roll up and say, "Hey, Mr. Nigga." You know what I mean? He was making fun of both at the same time. I mean, this guy was double fisting who he was making fun of. What are we talking about here? This is how it goes. How have we forgot? Oh, man. I'm going to like this post. Listen. There's a reason I'm liking this post. Grief should never become content. We live in a cruel world. Now, the reason I'm liking this post, I'm going to follow this guy as well, because you guys know who this is, right? This is John K. Anamakachuchu, okay, whatever his name is. This is Mr. Dastardly himself. This is Mr. Dastardly himself. I want him to pop up in my feed a lot more. So I'm liking the post. I'm reposting it, and I've just followed him. I hope and pray he pops up in my feed more often, because Dastardly has blessed all our vocabularies ever since I first covered him. Incredible guy. But grief should never be content. Blah, blah, blah. We live in a cruel world. Same guy who's probably like, well, what they're doing in Gaza is completely necessary. There's no child who's actually innocent in that place. It's the same type of people like this. Come on, man. Especially this is I just took a serious topic. This is a joke. You know what I mean? You'll take a serious topic and be like, that's completely fine. But then you take a joke and you're like, this needs to be stopped immediately. And the article was Druski's Erika Kirk parody is blowing up for one unsuspected reason. Yeah, the reason is Erika Kirk. That's the reason. Even Complex is talking about this. Complex is not the type to talk about this. Now, this is what I'm showing you. This is actually Druski's response. He actually did respond to everything that's been going on with this whole thing. And he simply said, too far? That's what he said on Instagram. He basically just said, was that too far? Have I gone too far with this one? And the answer, of course, is no. He kept it very funny. He made sure to just say too far because he sees the backlash. He feels the backlash. He's not immune to the backlash, right? You know, you're always allowed to say what you want to say. There's going to be some backlash that comes along with it, you know? You guys think I know Black Poppy? You think I didn't have to fight for that? You know how many people were in comments and sending me messages? I don't really like that all that much. They were trying to speak for all of you. One person in a DM was like, I just think, maybe you should move on from that. And I was like, oh, you think so? Now it's a staple. There's a song. There's a song now. Because that's what happens when you try to push against a joke. You get a song, okay? I know black, nunca, nunca, no black, nunca, nunca, no black, nunca, nunca. I'm going to go to the Dominican one day. I'm going to blast that thing. And guess what? The Dominicans are going to love it when I blast that song. Are you kidding me? They're going to love it. You'll see. Fleet, you'll see on your Spotify. That thing's going to jump up when I go to Dominican. Are you joking? Come on, man. Anyway, Druski was so on point that even Grok thought he was Erika Kirk. This is crazy. I thought this was that face is crazy. I thought this was wrong. I actually commented on this exact post. I was like, oh, this has to be AI, but it's not. It is AI, but I thought somebody did this, that this wasn't real. And it says, yes, that's Erika Kirk's Turning Point, CEO of Turning Point, widow of Charlie Kirk. The photo matches her appearance from recent public appearances and events. That is crazy. I mean, because it doesn't look like Erika Kirk at all. It looks like a fat black guy with, you know, white makeup on, right? The nose is crazy, right? He has a, what is this, like a pug nose? I don't know who gave him a pug nose, why God saw fit to do that. But, you know, doesn't even look like her. So Grok is out of pocket, completely out of pocket for that. I mean, you know, I don't condone what Grok is doing there, calling that Erika Kirk. Absolutely out of its mind to do that. Then we have another person here. The NASCAR video was funny, right? The thing that they thought was funny was okay. It was harmless humor. Are you sure? He sat next to a black guy in his car and tried to make the black guy scared that the black kid was at NASCAR. Are you sure it was harmless? It was harmless, but it's like, you know, come on. What's really happening to Erika here after this is being done? It was harmless, and that's why white people didn't care. This is too far. Oh, it's Captain White People. I didn't realize Matt, what's your name? Matt Couture? This is Captain White People, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I didn't realize. We're in great honor here today. Okay? We have the ruler of the whites among us. He's speaking right now, ladies and gentlemen. Quiet. Quiet. As your king speaks, I decree, hear ye, this is too far. Beyond the blatant racism, you're mocking a widow who had her husband assassinated in front of the world. Imagine, hear ye, imagine a white person dressing up as a black liberal woman to mock them and posting it on the internet. I have to say, I would love that. Thank you for the idea, King Whites. I hope that somebody decides to do that. If they want a career in comedy, it will be life-changing for them if they do something like that. And it's crazy to think that that hasn't happened. I mean, in the world of comedy, everything's happened. I mean, listen, not to get too graphic. When I say everything's happened, everything has happened. Ari Shaffir, comedian, one time, for a joke, dropped a deuce in a container, went on stage and opened the container and had the front row actually vomiting. I didn't listen. I'm just saying, I'm just proving my point that everything's happened in comedy. Everything's been done. Like, okay, just relax. In fairness, Druski didn't even mention Erika Kirk's name. If the way he was acting seeming insane and over the top made a connection to Erika for you, just think about that for a second. That's very true. That's very true. I mean, he didn't actually say, he just said conservative women. He didn't even, like, you know what I mean? He just, that's it. That's who he was pointing at. And for some reason, we all connected it to Erika. I actually didn't connect it to Erika. I was just going along with all of you. That's all. I was just going along with the crowd. Like I said, I'll dye my hair pink if given the opportunity to have hair again. And I just wanted to fit in, you know. I'm just tired of getting hoodwinked. I mean, it was all of you that connected Erika to that. I didn't. I would never. I mean, you know, I mean, don't send me any letters of ceasing and desisting. I didn't think it was Erika. I thought that was Pam Bondi. I thought that was Pam Bondi, and I thought it was funny that he didn't mention her desk at all. I was like, this is weird, you know? Anyway, guys, let's keep going here. You know, now somebody said, now do George Floyd's girlfriend. I agree. You know, Bren's like one of these top accounts. Like, he's a Zeo Ranger, you know, go Zeo Rangers. He's one of them for sure. Yeah, he's one of the ones that's like sucks, can't do backflips or anything like that. You can only like do accounting and stuff. Why don't you do it? You see, like, people always say, like, now do this. It's like, you can do it. Like, this guy can literally, like, he can paint his face any color he wants and do anything. He has a camera, he has a phone like everybody, and he can upload it and say, there, that's in response to what Druski did. He could do that, but he doesn't want to face the backlash. He wants someone else to face the backlash. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Candace Owens laughing hysterically, as one would towards this whole thing. Let's hear Candace's reaction to this.
Okay, that black guy like didn't say a single word, and so just takes away the entire scene. Just perfect faces that he's making behind him. This is how everybody's feeling. Everybody, for the first time, it's not left or right. It's like everyone's united in feeling this. It feels fake. It feels wrong. Tim Dillon called it out early. It feels like they just want our money, and they're just going to keep saying the Lord and God and God and the Lord, so we can't question things. Because it would just be, oh my God, it would be demonic, as they always say. It's demonic. It's evil. How dare you question a grieving widow? Like they are trying to use this idea of Christianity as a shield. And I was hinting on that again, removing Erika Kirk from the scenario. I was noticing all of these women that make videos. They're just catty. They're just influencers, but they try to find a Bible verse. It's like, I'm not actually catty. This is the Bible verse, and I can tell you why I don't. Yeah, I'm not. It's not that I dislike this person. I'm just objectively telling you why you should dislike this person. But I'm using a Bible verse. Stop doing that. Just stop doing that. It's inauthentic, and people are seeing this for what it is. And I'm glad that this has gone absolutely viral. And some of the responses have been amazing. First and foremost, Grok, who.
Don't even worry about it, guys. There was nothing important in those minutes. Nothing important at all. I'm literally just trying to talk to Holy Fire Luna because there has been some breaking news right now. Yeah, don't worry. Then you find out how many people actually watch your show and you get the messages. Show me where you found this, Holy Fire Luna. That's what I'm asking right now. Don't worry. I'm just trying to find her right now. I'm just trying to verify something. Are you calling me? Listen, person on Instagram. Okay. I'm like really close to answering this. Should I answer this? Let's see. Hold on a second. Should I do this? Let's see. Hello? Here, let's see this. Hello, lady? Okay. This person. Don't call me. I don't even know you. This is some random person's calling me. You can't do that. You can't call me. Now, Holy Fire Luna has sent it to me again. I'm just going to show it to you guys. Let's see if this is actually real. Okay. Don't worry. I've just been trying to verify this. She's like, have you seen this? I have not seen this. Right. They're saying that Erika Kirk has actually said this. Okay. Druski, this is sick. You fully dressed up as me, copied my look, my voice, my mannerisms, and turned me into a joke for millions of people. But let me guess, when it's done to me, it's suddenly comedy. If it's done to even remotely comparable, if it's done to anything even remotely comparable, y'all would be trying to ruin my life. This is racist, humiliating, and you know exactly what you're doing. There's no way Erika Kirk actually said this. There's just no way. And again, I'm just trying to verify it, but I cannot verify it at all. But it titillates me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm titillated by this. Please, somebody verify it for me, whether or not that is real. Because if she's really said this, this takes the whole thing to another level. My whole episode, not the whole thing, but a lot of it, was about how MAGA is absolutely turning into, it has to be fake, right? You know, there's no way she said something like that, right? Somebody's like, it's fake. It has to be. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. There's no way she would say y'all. For sure she would. She says y'all all the time. You hear her on stage. She says y'all all the time. She doesn't say you all. She doesn't say that. That's not her vernacular. She says y'all all the time. All the time. For her to say it on a podcast with Charlie, right? So she definitely does. But we have to see. Yeah, it has to be fake. But we'll see. We'll see, you know. Just wanted to show you guys that quickly because that might be the craziest thing ever if she actually went and said that. Here's the thing, Holy Fire Luna. If you find something like this, you have to find out where it actually came from, right? So I don't see this on her X account. I should actually verify that. I actually don't know that at all. She might have said it on her X account. I don't see it on her X account. I don't see it on her Instagram account. Nope, nothing. Nope. I don't see it at all. Unless she deleted it, I doubt that she actually said that. Anyway, let's get back to Candace. You got some work to do, Lance. You're going to have to cut that part out, right? Potentially. Whoever tried to call me, what are you doing? You can't do that. No offense. Thank you. Appreciate it. But you can't randomly call me, guys. Can't do that. And I might answer. And if I do answer, I'm going to light you up. I'm going to light you up in front of everybody. I'm just saying, right? So be prepared. Because when I'm here, I'm on fire, okay? I'm on fire. Don't play around. You call me up and you interrupt the show, I'm going to answer. I'm going to light you up. I'm telling you, okay? I'm going to put your profile on the screen. I'm going to roast you up. Some of it sounds fun to some of you. Believe me, it's not. Believe you me, okay? I was a fat kid with a bunch of brothers, okay? I'm the youngest. I know how to light people up, right? I'm just saying.
Apparently didn't wear his glasses today, and he accidentally someone said, Grok, who is this? And Grok replied and said, that's Erika Kirk. The actress and comedian starring in Druski's satirical skit. So he thinks Erika Kirk starred in the skit, which is hilarious. So very, very funny. And then you can, of course, expect all of the Israel firsters who have been defending her, which has been very weird. Immediately that the Israel firsters are defending her. Another clue, another data point. They were going to be upset. Ted Cruz tweeted that this was beneath contempt. Whenever you are describing a comedian as beneath contempt, you're probably losing. Yeah, it's funny. It's objectively funny. And I have always had this stance, by the way. But the pettiest person who came in, person who was most upset by this, is Andrew Kolvet. Look what Andrew Kolvet commented. Now do conservative black women. Guys, I think he's referring to me. I don't know, but I feel like he is referring to me. Druski, you have my permission. If you want to do a skit about me, that works. Andrew, why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Now do conservative black women. What are you talking about? I've been made fun of by the left since I started my career. Like, I've been on Saturday Night Live. They made fun of me. Dave Chappelle did a skit about me. My response was, this is funny. It's cool. It's legendary that Dave Chappelle knows my name. You want to know why you're mad? Because you're guilty. Your conscience is bothering you. You're angry that you have so much money. You guys have so much money, so much influence, so much power to the White House. You can get Scott Besson to issue a letter and say Turning Point is in great financial standing. Imagine having that much power, but actually no influence. That many resources, but that spend it on these influencers. Everyone can see it's inorganic because we're all feeling the same about Erika Kirk. He's big mad because he's getting exposed and the walls are closing in. That's my opinion. And one area of interest, by the way, which I want you guys to pay attention to, because I think this could be something, and I'll briefly run you through it, but obviously Fort Huachuca, like I said at the top.
Man, I just wanted to let that play a little bit. She's dead on with that. And I saw Andrew said that as well. And I said, have Blake do it in blackface. Go ahead. Do it. Like, why does Druski have to do it? Druski's black. It won't be as funny. You know, you gotta go with the funny. Have Blake put on that sparkly blazer that Erika wore that he probably fits in just as well. Have him put on a wig, extensions, braids maybe even. Have him be in blackface. Have him have big nails. If he's Candace, he can have his hair pulled back. Whatever he wants. He can be in a studio, podcasting, yelling, screaming. You do whatever he wants. Do it. Have Blake do it. Why are you pointing at Druski to do it? Blake can handle that for you guys. Listen, from the messages we've seen from Blake in his former life, I think Blake's actually willing to do that type of thing. I'm not even like making an insult. Like, he has some wild messages out there that he used to put on Reddit. He had like a burner account. There was like a whole thing. He got fired from Tucker Carlson's show because of it. I mean, go. Someone said Blake's been waiting for this invite all his life. Yeah. Have a great time. Put it out on Turning Point. You did a halftime show. Do a quick comedy show in response to Druski. Say, hey, shots fired. We're firing back. There you go. There you go. How about it? I don't know. You know, why would Druski have to do it? That'd be crazy. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Go ahead. And like Candace said, a lot of people have done it. Dave Chappelle was actually the first one to go on a Tim Pool-like rant about Candace. I don't know if you guys know that. There was a whole thing he did about Candace. Called her a bee. Oh, yeah. Yeah, called her an itch. Oh, yeah. Yes, he did. I mean, you know. And also, it's like, people have done conservative black women. I mean, like, come on. What are we talking about here? It's not even going to be that funny, you know? I could make it funny, you know? Okay, of course she's going to be married to a white person, this conservative lady. She's gonna be like Candace. She's going to talk like Candace, you know, female version of me kind of thing. You know, like, you just have to do stuff like that. She would talk about the border, you know? She would have a cleaning lady who is Latino, but she would also talk about closing up the border. Then the border gets closed and her cleaning lady's gone and she doesn't know what to do. There's a whole bunch of things you could do that make it funny. Go ahead. You know, she doesn't know anything about hip hop. She can't dance, right? But then the parody just goes back to white again. See, this is why you got to leave the actually being like a white lady. And then it's like, you're just making the same joke all over again. And the next thing you know, it's just black Erika Kirk. Ah, surprise, surprise. And then you're mad again because you think that the person he's imitating is Erika Kirk. Ah, well, that's the way that goes. Anyways, Myra said she's going to call right now. Listen, Moira, don't do it. Don't make that mistake. Let me see. Let me show you. Show you right here. Show you right here. Okay. My messages are open right now. Okay? Don't play around. Okay? All right? If you call, I'm going to get it. I'll light you up. I promise you. Okay? I've always wanted a call-in show, honestly. You know? It's just, it'll be live. There'll be so many people just calling me the N-word because they don't like me. And, you know, it'll just be like a lot of that. Can't have that, but that would be my final form of becoming Art Bell. I would finally become Art Bell if I had a call-in show. I've always wanted that. Always wanted that. But don't do it. Don't do it. But I do appreciate it. Phoenix, I just saw in the messages. Phoenix trying to call me. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Appreciate it. But you beware. Lance did it once. And it started going off. And we were like, and then Lance is like, I'm never going to do that again. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. And at least you know it's live, guys. That's the point of this. I could do half-hour shows like an MFer. I am the king of half-hour shows. I can break down anything in half an hour, 26 minutes. But I love this live stuff. Anyways, let's keep going with this Druski thing. So Druski posted a photo mocking MAGA supporters who were offended by his recent skit where he portrayed a white woman. This is actually from when he portrayed the guy at NASCAR. But same vibe, you know. Bunch of people who are just like, Druski's not funny anymore, you know. Just add in a white and blue flag and, you know, it's pretty much the same thing all over again, you know. This is the guy they're all mad at. How are you? Like, I'm not mad at Druski. If I was mad at Druski, I would have so much to say. There's so much you can say about what's going on with Druski, and he would welcome it. You could start at the hairline. You could go to the blonde hair. You could go to the glasses that are about to break, clearly about to break because they're too small for his head, right? You could go to the beard, right? That literally looks like Velcro. Mine might look the same. We're both black. You can go to the mustache that's clearly been drawn in, you know? There's so many things you can go. Perfect teeth, though. Beautiful teeth. There's so many things. How snaps on your boy? You want to get at him? You start snapping back. You start making fun of him. Where's all that? Where's that energy? You're just like, well, now do Candace Owens, please. Now make fun of Candace if you made fun of Erika. You know? Same energy. When Joe Rogan interviewed the now president, everybody was like, well, now interview Kamala. You have to. Interview Kamala also, please. You have to now. No, he doesn't. You know? Just like Druski doesn't have to make fun of Candace. He could. I think it'd be really funny, but he doesn't have to do it. Anyway. I'll show you more of the meltdowns happening right now from these $7,000 per post accounts, in my opinion. Druski's video mocking Erika Kirk receives 100 million views, criticizing the stunt. The comedian has been criticized for mocking the widow of Charlie Kirk, and her Christian faith has been accused of whiteface. You know what somebody said in response to that? They said he's not doing whiteface, he's doing Erika face. And I laughed. I laughed quite a bit. That's a funny thing to say. He's actually doing Erika face. It's completely different. You understand? It's like whiteface, but it's a little more guilty. You know, man, not guilty of anything. I'm not saying guilty of anything. Just there's a little more guilt in this whole thing. Erika Kirk being more upset about Druski than she was with the man who killed her husband is crazy work. Now you have people who are young enough to be saying crazy work. People who are from a group that say crazy work at the end of sentences. Okay? That means that this has hit a whole, like I said yesterday, it is in a whole other generation pool right now. And they're waking up. The same way they woke up on TikTok and they're like, I don't know if I like this place in the Middle East. I don't know if I like what they're doing right now. They woke up on TikTok, then they're like, we got to buy TikTok right away. These kids aren't falling for it. And then, you know what? I just made a connection. The kids were going nuts. The kids don't like that little place in the Middle East. The young kids, they're not huge supporters. They're on TikTok talking about things like this. I remember when Ian Carroll brought this up. He said this is happening. This whole buy of TikTok is happening because the kids are making anti that place, that little place in the Middle East content. And I was like, that's crazy. What is he talking about? But now you look, Larry Ellison has bought TikTok, right? He has control over it. All that that place in the Middle East, Philadelphia, all of that stuff is now not gone, but they're hitting it really, really hard. They're striking it down, suppressing it, throttling it, right? Turning Point is trying to access all the high schools. I didn't even think of this. We were going with another angle before because we were like, well, Turning Point is trying to get into the high schools because we saw everything that was happening, everyone who Erika Kirk is adjacent to, Romania, all that stuff. So we had a different mindset. But think about that. The fact that TikTok was bought, it's this young group of people, I would say 18 to 25, really populate that whole thing. Really young people and like 14 to 18 demographic. So really young people on there. None of them are supporting Philadelphia, quote unquote. None of them support it. And then the next thing you know, after it's bought by someone who's really pro-Philadelphia, Turning Point comes and says, we're going to have Club America, they're going to try, to be in every single high school. It's not because they want to snatch up the kids. It's because they want to bend the kids' minds into being like Charlie Kirk was before he passed away. Not the Charlie Kirk who was evolving his opinion, the Charlie Kirk who would, hug a blue and white flag. Not naming any flag. That could be Greece. That could be anywhere. I'm just saying. That's what they're trying to do with these kids. I didn't actually make that connection because I was so caught up in everything Candace is covering. But that seems to be the real thing going on there. That seems to be the real thing. Huh. Interesting stuff. So I just had that realization really quick. That's why they're throwing Club America everywhere. And given that we saw Dino in that sit down with Charlie Kirk, and Dino, when he was asked about that place in the Middle East, that little place, he said, when they were doing the word association game, he said liability. So if, oh my God, bless me. He said it was a liability. If he feels that way, and he was the head of the Arkansas Turning Point chapter, and now he's decided to disassociate with Turning Point, as did the rest of the chapter, and turn into something else. Interesting. I need to do a little cover of that. But let's get back to, that little chunk there, Lance, right there. That's a clip in and of itself. So I really want to start talking about this. I'm tired of not being able to talk about the things I want to talk about. It's getting to me. So we're going to make that a clip. Right? Should have said Israel, but I didn't. It's coming. Getting back to Druski. Their response to Druski's skit is, what if a white comedian did? And it's ish. It's true. I think in today's climate, I don't think anybody has that much hatred in their heart. I didn't like when Jimmy Kimmel did it, but it was funny. You ever seen Jimmy Kimmel when he's doing an impression of Karl Malone, who's a basketball player, and he's painted up? It's hilarious. It's hilarious because it sounds like my Officer Tatum impression. It's actually really funny. I can't play it, but he's sitting there in blackface and he has a bald cap on, and he's like, "Oh, my name is Karl Malone. What is going on, y'all? So what we have here today," it's funny. It's funny. And I don't think Jimmy's like a hateful person. I think he's lame, but I don't think he's hateful, right? And then that person is proven right, because there are so many accounts that are now all parroting out Mockingbird style. All right, let a white comedian dress up as Coretta Scott King in blackface, mock them, and let's see how folks react. I wouldn't even care. That'd be pretty obscure. If you were doing all these things, you're like, oh, well, I'm going here and I'm doing this just like Coretta did. I'd be like, I don't even know who Coretta is. Coretta who? Is this what Coretta used to do? What's happening here? That wouldn't even be funny. But I'd still laugh if you dressed up like that. I don't know. I'm always a fan of guys. Look at Druski. I'm always a fan of somebody just taking it real far and just being crazy like that. Why does that wig look so good? Aren't wigs supposed to look bad? Why does that look like real hair? Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? That's a real Bible he has in his hands. You know how I feel about the Bible, but it's still funny. Joey Salads. Imagine if a prominent black leader was assassinated and a white comedian put on blackface to mock his widow. There you go. I for one, would probably applaud that white comedian. I would be like, wow, look at you, bro. That was crazy. Can't believe you were able to do that. How are you? Have you gotten fired from any jobs? Has your agency released you yet? What has happened since you've done that? Oh, you got 1 million followers? That's incredible, bro. You know? That's just me, but I'm a comedian. I know I see things through the lens of a comedian, so I understand that. That's not how every regular person is going to see things, but for me, growing up in the 80s, having a brother who's 12 years older than me, hanging out with people who were 15 years older than me, I'm like more Gen X than I am millennial. I got to be honest with you, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And my dad was like a heavy boo. He was an old dude. He's old, you know, like old dude, old dude. So imagine if a prominent black leader was assassinated. He said the exact same thing. Wow. I want to do a show about these guys one day. These guys who all get the same marching orders. I would love to see how this works. He's saying the exact same thing. Imagine a prominent black leader and a white comedian put on blackface to mock him, blah, blah, blah. Mocking the widow on national TV. Well, yeah, Druski wasn't on national TV. It's okay. You'll be fine. What do you think would happen? How fast would the media explode with outrage? Yeah, they would. It's okay. It's all right. It's happened before. Like this has taken place before. Another person. What if a white comedian did this exact same thing to George Floyd's mother? That could actually be made pretty funny. That would be you could make that into a really funny sketch. And then somebody chimes in and says, but y'all were okay with the White House depicting Obamas as apes, though. You'll be all right. People are funny online, and that did happen. Trump did make a little AI video, and he did have Michelle and Barack. They were primates. It was a real thing. What can you do? You know, you didn't hear me make a video about it. I was like, Trump's going to trump it. That's how he does. Went too far. And then, of course, we have Mr. $7,000 himself. Not even. He said developing. Like, well, what does that get somebody when Dom says developing? Does he get $20,000 when he says developing? You know, that's actually very interesting, because now that I know about his website, I know that that's a marker of what he's going to be paid. That's crazy to see now. So developing, how much do you get for saying developing? Do I have to pay him now that this video is on the screen, my live stream? I wonder. I don't know, man. I'm going to play a little bit of it, but not too much. I got to the point where I can't stand this guy. I'm going to be honest with you.
On a recent skit. And I know people are trying to, quote unquote, cook me in the comments on Twitter when I sat there and said the same thing on his Twitter thing. People are even trying to go out and post the photos of when I had made a photo saying that I went to buy these George Floyd dolls that were saying they were appearing in Walmart. I hate whataboutism, and I can't stand truly, but it's different, because both of those things are so overused. I don't hate them because they don't stand any place in our society. I hate because society has manipulated both of those talking points, those ways to talk about subjects in our life, and they've weaponized them. Whataboutism, but it is different.
Let me tell you something. If you pay me $15,000, whoever the people are in the shadows, if you're paying $15,000 for this, I'm telling you, I could blow it out of the water. I'm good with improv. I got higher energy. I can enunciate better. I mean, I'm just saying, send it over to me. Send me the they have gone too far with Erika script along with $15,000. I'll knock it out of the park for you. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. Send me the white and blue flag. I'll put it in the background. I'll drape it over Joe Rogan's face. I'll handle it, man. I'll handle it. Don't even worry. Send it over to me. I'm paying a lot of money for this guy. You know what I mean? Black Blake Neff. Oh, guys, come on. Don't do that to Dom. Black Blake Neff. Oh my gosh. Somebody called Officer Tatum Django Rechained, and now you're calling him Black Blake Neff? Come on, guys. Ruthless in the comments.
But it is different. George Floyd, at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, he had a criminal history. George Floyd, at the point of his time of death.
Okay, come on, buddy.
People can say that the cop could have been the one that killed him.
Okay, come on.
It's a big difference from watching that and watching a dude get shot in his neck and everyone watching him bleed out. A dude that did not break the law, that all of you...
Come on,
this
buddy.
Is a dude
this
that
is about Erika.
you only hate because of shit he said. Nothing he physically had done, but the things he said, oh, he said this. Oh, he said this. Oh, he said this. He's put more black people in position than George Floyd has. Let's talk about it. A lot of you people...
This video sucks. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I usually just sit through videos. I'm known for that. I'm the king of just letting a video play. This video absolutely sucks. It's about Erika Kirk, and you're making it about Charlie Kirk. Come on, man. If I ran Fort Huachuca, I'd be like, hello? Dom? Hi, we saw your performance. We saw your performance on X yesterday. Yeah, we saw it developing. Yes, with the fire emoji and the alarm. We do appreciate that. We're only going to be able to give you $2,500 for that one, buddy. I don't know. Yeah, no. You barely said Erika's name. You didn't call anybody evil or demonic. We're just going to do $2,500. I'm sorry. You can take it or leave it. All right? I know you put developing. I know. I saw. But we just can't pay you for that one. Oh, I would tighten up the budget at Fort Huachuca. I would tighten up Fort Huachuca's budget ASAP. You have no idea. There'd be no way I would let that slide. Anyway. Hey, let me see here. Listen, somebody said you muted the video. That's okay. Muting it is actually love because you're like, I'm going to let it play because I don't want to miss anything. And then I'm going to come right back. That's actually really nice. Neff me dread? No, come on, guys. You guys are being rude to Dom. Friend of the show. Just so you know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it was a bad attempt, right? But now we're getting into the actual vocal acknowledgments. Okay, so this dude.
I don't think Druski took it too far because comedy has no boundaries. Let's start there. Before I'm anything else, I'm a Christian. Druski's last most popular skit, most viewed skit, was making a mockery of the black church and just hyperbolically talking about so many things that the black church does, whether it be aggressively trying to ask for funds, whether it be the pastors wearing the outlandish outfits, whether it be the pastors hoarding money. He does not have boundaries of his comedy because comedy to a large degree does not have boundaries. Let me pause for a moment and establish what a lot of people might be thinking, which is the like, well, what if a white person did this? What if a white person did blackface? Let's not overlook the cultural context, right? Blackface, 1820s, based off of a character named Jim Crow, which is where Jim Crow laws came from. Jim Crow was a primary character in blackface at minstrel shows that was based off portraying a lazy,
I didn't know that. 1820. So this has been going on for a long time, guys. Why is everybody so upset? We haven't gotten used to this yet? This has been going on for a long time. But the one thing that guy did say is that comedy doesn't have any limits. It really doesn't. It really, really doesn't. I mean, you know, it's about what's funny. You got to make it funny, right? It has to actually make people laugh, make them intrigued, make them think. But you can say whatever you want. That's how it works. That's how it has to work. You have to be able to say whatever you want. I mean, anyway, let's just keep going here. Reverend Jordan Wells, Druski, Candace, and all of the clout chasers will be judged by... Wow. When I burp during reading something, you know that whoever I'm reading is BS. Absolute BS. It's my body rejecting it. My body's like, stop putting this inside of us. Will be judged by God for putting their mouths on Erika Kirk. None of us did that. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing you just said there. Comedian Druski just dropped a viral sketch, blah, 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 blonde wig, prosthetics. Now Candace Owens and others are jumping in. The internet is calling it straight demonic. See, that's how you really manipulate time and space. Is that you and your friends all call it demonic on repeat at the behest of Mr. Huachuca out in some fort in Tucson. And then you turn around and you say, look what the internet's saying. This is absolutely incredible. Now, I didn't just find this. Like I said, these are vocal. And I just have to play this guy for you because I've never heard him speak before. And today we're going to hear him speak.
Thing is funny putting y'all mouth on preachers and these and Erika Kirk, especially Erika Kirk right now. You laughing now, but you gonna cry later. It might not be now, might not be 2 months from now. But I'm telling you, when you touch people who are anointed by God, God's hand is on their life. She ain't gonna have to fight the battle, but God will. And I know a lot of y'all are demons and devils, and y'all think everything is funny. Y'all don't believe.
I got it. Just needed to hear it a little bit. Y'all think y'all gonna put y'all mouths. Y'all putting y'all mouths on Erika Kirk. I know a lot of y'all demons. It's like Black Brian Harpo. I know a lot of y'all demons and devils out there. Y'all need to repent. You may not take a month, may not take 3 months, even 6 or 7 or 9, but it's gonna happen in a few months. It's definitely gonna happen. And something gonna happen to y'all because she's anointed by God. She's Mother Mary. This guy's like a, it's almost like Officer Tatum, you know? It's almost like Officer Tatum. I'm going to listen to this guy some more.
Believe in God or y'all not sure. But I'm telling you, there's a God. This is how I look like the old folks used to say. And Druski.
Little zesty. He's like a zesty Officer Tatum. Druski. Y'all demons and devils and Druski, Candace, I see what y'all are doing, and the internet's calling it. It's almost like a black Lindsey Graham. And the internet is calling y'all, all of y'all, what y'all have to say. It may take 2 months for y'all to hear it, may take 6 months. It's just, you know why you can't see this? You know why you can't see his chest here? It's covered in money. Just sitting in his car, just back like this, just $7,000 just draped over his stomach and chest, just sitting there. And y'all demons and devils, y'all have no idea. Y'all the worst for what y'all doing. Can we please stop shooting videos in our cars? Please stop with the car video. Just find a spot in your house, man. You got spots in your house. If you're thinking of making a video, don't do it in your car, please. I'm begging you, okay? Anyway, moving on from that zesty, clearly closeted preacher, we go over to this guy, and he says, to be fair, I watched a right-winger influencer do blackface for a live stream, and many of you loved it. So if you can dish it out, then you can take it too. Druski should still repent for dressing like a woman. At least he has his priorities straight. That's funny. The creator that he's talking about is actually a conservative woman. She's kind of like Jake Lang, where she kind of acts like she's like, I'm just a middle America Christian lady, but really she's a Philadelphian. Same like, Jake Lang. So she actually did like just straight up painted her face, and she was wearing a bonnet, which I was like, that's a little icing on the cake there. That's smart. Put a bonnet on so you don't have to do a wig. It's like an inexpensive way to make your point, right? She puts a bonnet on and she has her face all painted up, and she did a whole live stream like that, saying the N-word and everything, and people did love it. They did. I didn't watch it because I don't like her content, period. I don't like when she's saying the N-word, not saying. I'm not into her. She's deceiving people. Yeah, like I said, she's a Philadelphian posing as a middle American, just Christian lady, just white Christian lady, and she's not. She's something else completely. But they do that from time to time, And then we go over to this guy, Mr. Zesty Jordan Wells. Once again, many of you attacking Erika Kirk need to repent right now. Many of you attacking Erika Kirk right now need to repent right now. You're on the way to hell. Turn back. Hashtag repent. Hashtag Erika Kirk. Hashtag Jesus saves. Hashtag hellfire. Hashtag faith over fear. There you go. Just wanted to knock it home the way he would have knocked it home. That's all I was trying to do there. Okay. That's all I was trying to do. I wasn't making fun of anybody. I was just knocking it home, Yeah, like people who saw the thing that they know who, and she's canceled now. No, she's not canceled now. She's still doing her thing. She's just been doing her thing. It was just one live stream. It wasn't that long. It wasn't like she did it for like 9 hours or something like that. It was just one live stream. It was a big stunt. It's something that she always does stuff in that realm, and she's not canceled now. She's fine. Her audience liked it. Her audience, which is mainly conservative men, liked it. They liked what she was doing. It was completely fine. It was not as funny, not as well done as Druski's, but it was the same type of thing. It was like, I'm outlandishly making fun of this section of people, and that's it. And everybody was fine with it. You know why they're not fine with Erika Kirk? Candace left this out. A lot of people are leaving this out. The reason that they're not fine with you doing this, or with Druski doing this to Erika Kirk, is because they want to make her president or vice president. They want to put her in a political seat of some kind that is high up. And if you do things like this to her, and you make series about her, and you do all this stuff, then that hurts the chances. It hurts them dramatically. That's why they have a problem with it. And all these guys, whether or not they know it, whether they're just getting paid or whatever, what have you, the reason that they are being positioned and put in these positions to make these lousy videos and talk about this stuff is because they want to put her in a political position. And if she becomes some kind of laughingstock before they announce it, that's a big problem. If she becomes some kind of lame character, which is slowly starting to happen, if that happens, as she's, stepping into that role, it will all backfire and the campaign will be shot. So anyway. Let's keep going here. I think that's what they're doing. I think that's going to be announced. I don't know if they're going to do 2028. They might. The night's still young, right? We're still, 2026. We're early in 2026. We're Q1 2026. They would announce it by like Q3 2026. Maybe 2027, Q1, right? Maybe that's what they would do. This sums up the internet perfectly. Druski is on a creative generational run. I think it's safe to say Druski is the most underrated comedian of this generation. And when you're getting hit like that, you're kind of doing something right. That's how it is. Then somebody else said, I think we can all agree Theo is funnier than Druski. One of Theo's funniest interviews is when he sits down with Druski. You know that? It's one of the funniest ones. And Theo is funnier because Theo's been doing it for 20 years. 20 years he's been doing this now. Druski's I think he's 8 years. I think Druski's really young in the whole comedy thing. So, but I will show you that Druski does do this to everybody. There will be some white people he makes fun of. There will be some Dominicano people that he makes fun of. There will be some black people that he makes fun of. He does this to everybody.
You'll be married in a year in the suburbs with a kid on the way in 3. Convincing yourself you're living the American dream. And I'll be dancing. You'll be married in a year in the suburbs with a kid on the way in 3. Yeah. And I'll be dancing out of California. The kid who got it all wrong.
This is just what he does. He makes these sketches where people see them and they go, what the hell is he even talking about? And then they see the original thing and they go, wow, that's actually really funny. That's just what he does. Look at this. I mean, somebody even tagged me in this. What did you say here? Randomly Tiffany? She's like, here you go. Druski is one of you, Poppy. Thank you. He does come up. Anytime I watch a Dominican compilation, they're making fun of the I Know Black Poppy thing. He always pops up dressed like this, dancing around every single time.
Can I chop it, don't chop it? Can I chop it, don't chop it? Are you Dominican? No, Papi, I'm not Dominican. I'm Puerto Rican. I do 2% Puerto Rican. I black.
Thank you. De nada, Papi. Hold on, wait. You mixed? How you know?
She's black.
Don't listen to her. She don't know.
She's black.
I am not. I am mixed. Afro-Latino. Oh my God, stop it, dude. Give it back, dude. Stop. Stop it. No. Argentina. So, arriba. Abajo.
Excuse me, sir. You just missed the turn.
No entiendo inglés.
You were supposed to turn right there.
Tiene que hablar a Uber porque no entiendo.
Will you speak only Spanish?
Sí,
Okay,
solo
Bobby,
español.
sí, I have a Latina. Okay, Bobby, you go to 300 May per July.
Okay,
And then, quinceañera en Libra el cambio.
Okay,
Está bien, gracias.
Sí, yo te llevo.
Gracias,
Bro,
Bobby.
you weren't even talking like that all day.
See what I mean? He makes fun of everybody. This is a very obscure thing. If you're from New York, you know exactly what that is. You meet many ladies, men exactly like that. You know, they want to be mixed. You know, I don't even bring up, like, my dad is Cuban, but I don't even bring it up because it's like he's Jamaican, and I don't say I'm mixed. I don't, like, I could. If I want to play that card with somebody, I can. But I'm just like, there's also Scottish too, but I'm not walking around acting like I'm Scottish all the time. You know what I mean? My name is actually Irish. I can walk around and be like, hey, who the fuck is this guy? Who's this guy talking to? I could do that, but I don't do that, you know? But there's a lot of people in New York that do that. A lot of women. And then when he's talking about making fun of the black pastors, I mean, this is the sketch. Okay? And it's like, people are trying to make this about race. He makes fun of black people more than he makes fun of white people.
Ready for the revolution? Do you want a revolution?
So he's literally
Up here, Wanda, please. Wanda told us earlier this month that she could not have a baby anymore. So I impregnated her with the word of God. I'm going to impregnate everyone with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. Impregnate. I had somebody in the congregation ask why I'm wearing Christian Dior and Christian Louboutins. Cause I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. I'm a Christian first and I walk in the blood.
Understand me right now. You think that he's doing something over the top. That's what you think. This is how these sketches work. You think he's doing something wildly over the top. He's not. He's actually not. I don't want to get all Christian on you guys, okay? I don't want to get all Christian on you guys. But I will show you Michael Todd. Do you know who Michael Todd is? Let me see if I can actually find Michael Todd for you guys. Because this is who he's actually... Michael Todd... pastor hanging from wires. Okay, let me just see if I can find this for you guys really quick, just really quick, because Michael Todd is just I can't find the one of him actually hanging from the wires in the thing. Oh man, I would love to find it. But Michael Todd is basically a pastor. I can show you what the guy looks like, right?
Happy New Year.
So it's this guy. Basically, he's making fun of this guy, right? And this is a legit guy. This guy does terrible things on stage. He will have women twerking on stage. He will have women doing all sorts of wild, weird stuff on stage during his congregation. It's what he does. At one time, he was literally wearing this exact suit, hanging from wires, saying that exact thing, showing that he wears all this expensive clothing. He is wearing the exact same suit. It's the same suit. It's not a different suit. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. So that's just what he does. He makes fun of everybody, you know? Someone said he needs to do that next. I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't know if he's going to be doing that, you know? You guys know everybody has their limits, right? I don't think he's going to be doing that. But he made fun of, I don't know if you guys know Fresh and Fit, right? He made fun of the Fresh and Fit podcast. Look, another black outfit that he's
Clean fuck. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Come on, man.
We off that.
50-50 nothing.
We off that.
50-50 nothing.
Nothing. Hold your head up, King. Your crown is falling.
Okay. Talk that talk. Yeah. Talk that talk. I hear you.
First thing first in the morning, you got to get up and get you some money. And if you ain't.
Now, see right there? This is what I'm talking about with the hairline. Now, who is he making fun of when he says this? Right? Maybe you guys don't know. Maybe you guys have no idea who he's making fun of. We'll just say fresh. We'll just say fresh from fresh. So let's make sure. Who is he making fun of? And fit. This is actually who he's making fun of. This guy right here. I'm not going to play the video. Right? I'm not going to play the video. But that's who he's making fun of. He's literally making an imitation of that guy that you can see right next to my screen. This, get off. That, no, there. Boom. That guy right there is who he's making fun of. It's what he does. Making fun of the manosphere guys. He makes fun of everybody. Everybody. This is just what he does. It's not just because it's Erika Kirk. It's because it's such a thing right now. Look, he's making fun of fat guys, frat guys.
What's up? You guys good? Dude, the one with the dreads, he's going to the league, so yeah, he's good. How do you do like the knack of like the dreads stuff? Dog, you're super fucking cool. I fucking dude, like, come on, be real. Just came to get a drink, man, with the boys. A fucking drink. Who are you, bro? Yo, dog, not a pie.
Like, you just can't keep inviting around people.
Dude, I was fucking terrified. It's not like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing?
Alright.
Yeah, we're good. Sober.
And then when you see actual frat guys and what they do, it's right up the alley. It's just what he does. So the fact that they're all, one person even called for Druski to be sued by Erika. They're like, should she sue? They're trying to make it so he potentially gets sued by Erika because he decided to make fun of her. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's happened to MAGA. MAGA is now just Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro. That's what it is now. That's what we're left with. I don't get it. And Randy Fine. For some reason, right? And Pam Bondi and Cash Patel and Dan Bongina, right? I mean, what are we doing now, guys? What are we doing? It's over now. I know it's not over. It'll still be a movement. They'll still, the hats still exist and everything like that. They're not like Turning Point. They really gave out those dang hats, man. So the hats are still there. It's all still there, but it's definitely turned into something else. Anyway, just seeing if there's any breaking news here. Yeah, that thing with Erika's not verified, man. It's not verified. There's no way that's verified. Erika sending cease and desist to comedians is completely on brand for her level of stupidity. She hasn't done that. A lot of people are saying that just to like spark things, but she hasn't done that. Like I said at the beginning, there was a claim that Druski actually said that he received a letter, but none of that has been verified as of yet. I mean, it would be hilarious, but Anyways, let's keep going here. What else we got? We got Candace Owens, ladies and gentlemen. Candace Owens. This was like, 8:30. This was like before I went live. Now, this is something that I said a while ago. And I think Candace might talk about it today because she's bringing it up at 8:30 in the morning. Okay? So, something that I think about often is how Turning Point opened AmFest with an alleged audio of Charlie Kirk saying he wanted Erika to take over the organization if anything happened to him. Why won't they release the video? Surely, if they captured the audio, they have video. And I said this exact thing. And a lot of you did too when I was covering it. Because everybody was like, oh, well, that's AI. Because we're all natural humans now. So when we hear just audio of someone saying something that just fits a narrative just too snugly, we go, well, where's the video? We all say, where's the video? And the video can't be produced because more than likely, there's no video of him saying that. More than likely, maybe, allegedly, maybe, perhaps, the video doesn't actually exist. It's just the world we live in nowadays, guys. The video potentially does not even exist. What can you do? What can you do? Candace should be on today, yes. She should be. Oh, wait, it's Friday. Oh, sorry, it's Friday. I thought it was Thursday. My days are blending together. Look, even my brother was like, there's no sound. Is there no sound now? No. Even my brother's watching. Wow. Took a break from watching Jesse on Fire. My brother, my own brother. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have members. I have Spotify. I have everything. He still looks me in the face and says, oh, Jesse's my favorite. Oh, well, thanks, man. Thanks. I told Jesse that when we did an interview together. Jesse was like, that's great. He's like, he is a wise man. I was like, all right, whatever. You know, you like who you like. He's been listening to Jesse since the beginning, though. But my brother's like an MMA guy, Muay Thai guy. Sorry, Andrew. I'm just saying MMA. You know what I mean. You're a fight guy. You know what I mean. Anyway, that's what Candace Owens is suggesting with this audio. So hopefully she actually brings this up. I don't know when she'll bring this up. I don't know what proof she'll ever have of it. But I've been on board with this statement for a long time. This happened, this was like December? Back in December, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. They're going to have tons of audio of Charlie saying things, and there's going to be no video. Or they're going to have video, and it's going to be all weird, right? It's going to be real weird, right? Straight from the desk of Mr. Wachuka. Candace always said, the claim made is at Aspen Retreat weeks before his death. Charlie answered a donor who asked, what would happen if you died? To which he replied that he would want Erika to take over. I would like to see that video. I would like to see that video too. I would love to see that video. Absolutely love to see that video. But I don't think that actually exists. Also, if somebody asks what you're going to do when you die, especially when you're 30 years old, your usual response is like, oh, well, we haven't taken up succession yet, but as I get older, that's something that we'll look into, right? You wouldn't like think, well, if I pass away, my wife, who's older than I am, well, she'll surely be around and she'll take over. It's not usually your thought process towards things. Usually what comes to mind is like a younger person, right? I would believe it more if he said, I want Mikey McCoy to take over. I want him to become the face. I'd believe that way more. I don't think he had any plans for that. I don't think he had any plans for that. I really don't. I know that we have the whole thing of him like knowing or feeling like he was going to die young, but I don't think he had any of that planned out. I don't think he sat back and said, I want Erika to take over. It doesn't make any sense. Unless, here's the thing that a lot of people don't consider with that. Unless she's like this, kind of like deep statey figure, right? Maybe he was like, yeah, she'll take over. Because maybe, I don't know, maybe he's a part of all that. And he's just like, yeah, she'll take over if something happens. He knows her family. He probably knows the depth of most of her family. He probably doesn't know the grandparent stuff with running numbers and stuff like that. But he knows. So he's probably like, yeah, she could take over. Maybe he understands. Maybe he knew Lori just as well as Candace is getting to know Lori. Maybe he understood the father just as much as Candace is starting to look into the father and whatnot. The whole, helping build certain things and, the deep statiness that he is. Maybe he understood all that already. He knew that she was like a Lombardi. There's a recording of him saying that in a podcast. So maybe he understood. We never go with that. Zach is the first person, well, I shouldn't say the first, but he was like, when he brought up that whole thing about Charlie and the hand symbols and stuff like that, there's not many narratives where people go, well, maybe he's just right along with all these guys. And he got in too deep and he was the one taken out. And then the rest of them are just trying to salvage everything and just keep it going. Like maybe he's just, it sucks to say because of how great a person he is. But it's like, we don't actually know. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I guess. That's one of those things. We're never going to know. Somebody asked me, I think it was in a super chat. They asked me, like, what do you do to get justice for Charlie? How? The only thing you can do is keep on asking about it. Candace keeps covering it. I keep covering it. Baron keeps covering it. And then eventually it just becomes undeniable. That's all you can do. Like the mountain of stuff just becomes undeniable. And I mentioned those two. That just comes to mind. But there's dozens of people doing really rock solid work. A lot of them on X, not even on YouTube. They're doing incredible work. And eventually the mountain just becomes so big that, yeah, you may never have anybody say, hands behind your back, we have this and that. But you will have this mountain of evidence that in 20 years, it won't be a thing where it's like, well, we don't know, and there is this and that. It won't be like that. It'll be like there's just this incredible mountain of evidence. There's hundreds of people, hundreds of videos, hundreds of articles, and it looks like, and you can tell exactly who did what. You have every timeline laid out, right down to flights and hugs. Candace has given us hug timelines. And you're going to be able 20 years from now to say, yeah, well, couldn't say it was them, but it was them, and nobody was allowed to say it, and that's why it never came to. That's what it's going to be, that type of thing. And that will be justice. Because, again, maybe no hands behind the back, but you will act accordingly. That's all I can say, really. You know. Anyways, Tim Pool. Okay. I'm totally convinced Candace Owens is an op. First, why go after Nick Shirley at all? More importantly, why discredit his work, implying he fakes news coverage? This is effing wild. So we all saw this, where she kind of brings up like, okay, this is not what gangsters do. And it's kind of not, you know. If you go, I don't know, he's in Brazil right there. A lot of Brazil guys are like, shoot on contact. They're like, yeah, go ahead. But Tim's thing is, Tim's like, well, I've done this before. He's like, I've gotten to these gangsters when he was working for Vice. But we all know Vice, what Vice really was the whole time. Right? Vice was fugazi. It was very fugazi. Like, it was, like, I loved Vice. But looking back, it was just a machine built to push out narratives. That's all it was. It wasn't really as organic as everybody thought. And you can tell now because the founder, Shane Smith, he has his own podcast where he's still just chucking out narratives, any official narrative that they throw to him. So my thing with Tim is, it's like, well, maybe what you're doing is fake too. Like, you're not exactly the most believed person with what you have to say nowadays, at least in some circles. The cool circles. The nerds might believe you, but not us, right? Maybe you did the exact same thing. Maybe we're looking at Tim Pool there in his Nick Shirley era, and maybe one day Nick Shirley is going to have a Tim Pool era. And then it will all make sense. Maybe Candace isn't going to wait until that happens. She's just like, this looks fugazi now. And I have to agree with her. I like Nick a lot, but it's to act like it's impossible to fake these things. You're crazy. They faked all sorts of things. I'm not going to get into the fakes of the world, but they have faked many, 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 many things. Timmy wears a tiny hat. Yeah, it's under the bigger hat. Kidding. There's nothing but a balding head and severe shame under that hat. There's no smaller hat. Okay? There's no smaller hat. You know? So that's why Candace is saying this. But now Tim is totally convinced that she's an op. And my reply to that, I don't even have to show you the reply because I can just say it. Tim is totally convinced again. Well, Tim, you already did this. You already did the I'm totally convinced she's an op. And you screamed and you yelled and you banged on your desk and you called her a see you next Tuesday and you cried a little bit and you said, my brother and I'm suing my house. You already did all this, Tim. We already saw all of that, Tim. We already saw all of that happen. But now I'm totally convinced. Really? So what was happening before when you were totally convinced? Were you compelled? Were you compelled by something? Can't even say the things I've heard behind the scenes. Can't say them. Oh, I wish I could. Oh, I wish I could. Oh, I wish I could. You know? Anyway. Don't want to leave you on that cliffhanger. I know it sucks when people say stuff like that because I can't bring it up. Yeah, Vice was legit until Gavin left. Yep. That's exactly right. And let me give you a little comparison when it comes to Vice, right? Keeping with that vein of thought, it's exactly the same thing that happened with Turning Point. Turning Point was legit, and then Candace got forced out, and then it became something else. And then the founder got pushed into situations that he didn't exactly want to be in, but he kind of supported, and then his feelings started to change, and then he got removed. Vice, same thing. You had a strong team. You had one guy who was really about like the freedom and the wildness. And he was the core of that. Then they kicked him out. They tried to keep the wildness. They tried to keep the illusion of wildness, the same way Turning Point is now trying to keep the illusion that they're all about just like people being free and the things that Charlie always wanted. They're trying to keep the illusion of it, but people are starting to see what it actually is. That took a little while with Vice. You know, after Gavin left, it took like 5, maybe even 10 years for some people. But slowly people started realizing, oh, we see what this is. We see exactly what this is. Keeps happening. I could bring up, I've brought it up before, Jay-Z and Dame Dash. When they started a record label, it was all about independent music. And then Dame Dash gets forced out. He was very much like Candace. He was very much like Gavin. These people all have like very similar personalities where they're like wild people. They always get rid of the person who is the core, the person who can't be moved with money. They always get rid of that person. And then everybody that's left, it's just like, you want to get paid? And they're like, yep, let's get paid. And that's it. It's like that every single time. You can look at anything you've seen that was something rock solid, whether an organization or a band or anything, company, whatever. Look at it. When they remove that core entity, it becomes soulless. They always take out the soul because they themselves are soulless. This thing that's in motion, that's around us all, that is seen and unseen, it's soulless. So when it takes hold of something, the first thing it wants to remove is the soul. They want these things to be vessels, time and time and time again. I mean, look at what, like, not to downplay Fox or anything, but look what's happened to Fox since Tucker left. I'm not saying Tucker was the soul of the whole organization, but you definitely know the real guy, the guy who's really real, he's gone now. And now it's kind of like, oh, what's going on here? You know? And now they're like, why are we talking about this island still? I don't know. I don't really. Oh, why are we talking? If Tucker was still on Fox, he'd be talking about that. He'd be talking about that island right now. Right now. He'd be like, yeah, well, I think I'm going to keep talking about that. That's what I think I'm going to do. Oh, he'd be going in. Obviously, you know, he'd be talking about other things too. I'm just saying. They always remove the soul. That's exactly what they go for every single time. You can see it. You can see it. I'm telling you, just look anywhere. Anywhere where you're like, I love this thing and now I don't love the thing. Go look into the organization and what happened, and you'll see that somebody who was the core of the thing got removed. James O'Keefe, Project Veritas, even though I can, say some questionable stuff about James O'Keefe, he gets removed. The company collapses out of nowhere. It's just gone. It's like, what just happened? They're like, oh, we went bankrupt. I don't know. What happened all of a sudden? Right? Fox looks all weird now. Right? Jay-Z's like a ghoul now. Right? They always do that. I could just go and go and go. You're being so dastardly. It's not me, it's them. It's not me, it's them, man. They're being dastardly. Yeah. You have to mirror what they are. It's not just an exchange of money. That's why Barron talks about Andrew. He talks about his soul. Because it's not just an exchange of money that happens. I'm not saying Andrew's taking any money. I'm sure he does everything he does for free. Just for hats and glitter, But it's an exchange. You have to end up mirroring the thing that is financing you, or the thing that you've bowed to, the thing that you've bent the knee to. You have to mirror it. And when it's something like that's taking your integrity, that's eating away at your integrity, which also is linked to your soul. Your integrity is almost like, you walking with integrity is almost like your pride in yourself. Just like your confidence is the reputation you have with yourself. That's what confidence is. Like, there's a reputation that you have in your mind with yourself because of things you've seen you do. And that will determine your confidence level, right? It's the same thing with integrity. I think it's linked to your soul. So when something eats away at your integrity, it's eating away at your soul. They need you to remove your integrity, so they need you to remove your soul. And they're going to do that because they're going to fill that void that it brings with money, with fortune, with fame, with material, things like that, with women. Not to say women are bad or something, but you know what I mean. With lust, they'll fill that void. It can't be filled, but they'll cram all that they can in there just to shut you up. Until you forgot where you even put your soul and your integrity to begin with. You don't even know where you put it. You're like, I couldn't find it if I had to. It's always like that, man. Anyway, hope you're enjoying your coffee. Candace Owens also says, oh yeah, somebody's going after, now they're going after her husband. Like, your husband's a dual citizen. We shouldn't even allow dual citizens in media without being required to tell people that they are paid for to advance the interests of another state. She's obviously talking about that little place in the Middle East, and she's like, your husband is a dual citizen. And then Candace comes in, she goes, is my husband's working in media to advance the interests of England? And can you please decide whether we are secretly working for Russia, Turkey, Qatar, or the UK? You can change your accusation every day. You change your accusation every day, and we aim to be loyal to one of your personalities. Oh man, I would love for Larry and Candace to have a show like Tucker used to have. That show, what was it called? Was it called Crossfire? That show that Tucker used to have, where he was pretty much just arguing with somebody. It's like Tucker was like on the right, this person was on the left, and they would just like argue about things going on in the world. I would love to see Candace and Larry do a show like that. It would be amazing. If I was a billionaire, I'd be spending money on the dumbest. If I had money like Elon Musk, I'd be spending money on the dumbest things. I'd buy CNN. I'd gut it. I'd do a bunch of craziness to it. Make it the best news organization in the world. I'd hire Candace Owens. I'd be like, what do you need? What do you want? You want $1 billion? If I had Elon Musk money, I'd be like, you want $1 billion? Listen, I'll sign you up for 10 years. Fine. Instead, I'll sign you up for 4 years. I'll give you $1 billion. How about that? I just do it until they can't say no. And then Larry Loomer, I'd be like, listen, buddy, I'll give you $3 million. Get over here. Well, you're not Candace, buddy. Come on, let's do this. That's it. I would just be doing crazy things like that. Gary from Paramount Tactical, I'd be like, listen, Gary, I'll give you more than you ever made doing podcasting. I'm going to give you $44, okay? $44. You come work for us. He'd be like, I want $44 and 4 steaks. 4 steaks, Gary? T-bones. All right, Gary. T-bones. 20 ounces. How about that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hire Matt Walsh. Not even make him a personality. I just have him working like admin stuff just to take him away from Ben Shapiro. Give him a little break. I'd be like, you need a little break, big guy. Thank you so much, sir. Oh. Don't worry, man. He's not here anymore. Just go make us some coffee, man. Don't worry. He's not here. I just keep hearing someone saying get back to work all the time. Are you sure he's not here? You can look under all the desks, okay? Look under the desks and the chairs. He's not here. Just relax, Matt. You know? Like a dog you get from the pound. Just traumatized dog. You know, he's got to nurse him back to health. Show him that not all people are terrible, you know? Till he gets it, you know? Oh, Matt Walsh, friend of the show. He's always been a good friend of the show. Everybody knows that. Matt Walsh. Facebook was originally LifeLog. I'm going to write that down. LifeLog. I'm going to talk about that in the members. But I'll just say this. The day LifeLog shut down, is the day that Facebook was made. So I'll just say that, but I'm going to save that for members. That's like a members topic. Anyways, what else do we got here? The last thing is an interview that I have not checked out yet. Tucker Carlson had this interview. Candace Owens feels partial about this because she was just saying the same thing, and this guy's not being treated the same way at all, really. This guy, third generation U.S. Marine, drops a massive truth bomb, declares he will never let his children join the military because the U.S. has reduced American troops to a mercenary force fighting offensive wars to choose purely to serve the interest of the American people. That's all. Let's just play this really quick.
It's an interesting question. I mean, yeah, I've talked to a number of people who have decided that they are the last of their line to serve. And it gets into the demoralization part. I'm one of those. Right as of right now, I hate to say this, I love this country. I am not as proud of anything as I am as my service in the Marine Corps, but I will not let my kids join because of the way that we went to war with Iran. Because if you look at it philosophically, we have gone to war on behalf of another country to further their interests. Those are not my words. The administration has said as much. Speaker of the House has said as much. And when that's the case, you have reduced our military to effectively a mercenary force. And there's no honor in that. This is an offensive war of choice. One of our allies was not being run over by an outside power. The democracy is not being destroyed. All the different ways that you can.
We're not even liberating Poland.
No, we're not. We are simply trying to. I guess. I mean, it depends on the day of the week. Eliminate a regime, get nuclear weapons, reduce capabilities. All these different pieces. Not because that there's any threat to America. Not because of anything other than it threatens one of our key partners in the region. And that is, I don't think there's a whole lot of honor in that. And I don't want to see my kids go do it. And I know a lot of people feel the same way. But I will say that I don't.
Man, that's sad. That's really sad. I mean, it's wild to be like third generation, but it's like, there's also such a pride in that. It's such a great thing. And I guess it's going to become more and more rare as they start letting the mask fall of why these maneuvers, as they call them, they don't even like to call them wars. They like to call them maneuvers and actions, quite like the way Turning Point doesn't like to call it an audit. They want to call it an effort. It's kind of the same type of thing. It's really, really interesting to see a guy like this speaking out about it. I want to just jump over here. I would like for you guys to be able to see who that guy is and that interview. I think it's an important interview. Listen, it's not one of the drama things that I love oh so much, but it's one of those important things. That's one of those things that I watch, but I won't actually talk about. I'll just kind of watch it and take it in. Let's see if we can just find this really quick for everybody. Then we're gonna get to Fleet's video. I want to watch Fleet's video really quick, because I felt like I did some damn good work in that video. Fleet just took it to the next level. Tucker Carlson, just so you guys can see who he actually interviewed. I think it's important. Let's see. Boom. Bring up the most recent interview 1 day ago. Almost at 1 million views already. And this is why Tucker's hated. This is why he's hated so much, man. This is definitely why. I've been following this channel since it was at 12,000 subscribers. It was so low that I was like, this is not even the real Tucker Carlson, but it was. This is it. So it's called Troops Being Dragged into Iran. How will it cripple the U.S. and the real goal of that place in the Middle East? Violence. Anyway. So there you go. There you have it. I think that's a rather important episode. to hear somebody who's been on that side of combat. You know, important like it's important to hear Joe Kent out when he's talking about stuff like that. Anyway, there's like 3 clips in there, Lance. I don't know what to tell you. From an hour? Here, I'll put an hour 40. Here, we'll separate this. Right? Hour 40. Clips. There you go. I gotta write that stuff down. But now we have Frank Turk, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Turk. He's on tour. He's on tour. He's making jokes. He's having fun. Glad to see it. Still dressed like Charlie. You know? People always talk about somebody milking Charlie. They're milking Charlie. So I'm Megyn Kelly. He's milking Charlie. How about that? Anyway, let's hear what he has to say.
We knew there are so many Mormon friends here. We're going to get questions on LDS. We were talking about that on the way in. First question was asked by Henry, who's here. Henry, where are you? Here's Henry. He asked the first question. It was about LDS. On the way in, he thought he would get a question on trans violence. The last text I sent Charlie Kirk was data on trans violence. I texted it to him from the back seat. He was in the front seat. Charlie, take a look at this. Second question was about trans violence. Hunter asked that question. I met Hunter yesterday here. Is Hunter here? I don't know if he's here. Hunter, where are you? There he is, right there. Hunter was here to ask a question. And
it's amazing that they can be better friends with Hunter Kozak, who's part of the Un-F America tour and was a part of all sorts of weirdness surrounding Charlie Kirk in his passing, but they can't be friendly with Candace Owens. Very interesting the way that works. You know? Oh, Hunter's here. Hey, where you at, Hunter? I met him yesterday. Hey, friend of the show, Hunter Kozak. What? What's going on? Really? And, you know, people are saying this is some kind of damage control thing because he's making sure to push home, hey, listen, we were talking about this type of violence. That is what we were worried about the most. We weren't worried about the Middle East and all of that. That wasn't a thing we were worried about at all. We were just worried about those people. Focus on your fellow countrymen. Don't focus on those people out there. It's terrible. You focus on those people out there, you're a hateful person. You focus on your fellow countrymen. That's the thing to do. Interesting. Interesting way of thinking.
That's when the shot rang out. And I was always worried somebody was going to take a shot at Charlie, so I said to myself, if anyone ever does that, just do whatever you can. I don't know what that is, but just try and help them. I was in the Navy, which stands for Never Again Volunteer Yourself.
Are they going to suggest that he's a traitor to the country like they did Candace for saying something like that? That's how it works, right? Right? That's what Andrew Kolvet would say, right? Now make sure you do it to the white guy who suggested the same thing Candace did, right? Because that's what it's all about. I wonder if they're going to say anything about him saying that. I guess not.
And so when the shot rang out, I actually had my phone out because I was signaling the shooter, as you know. I had my phone out because I'd FaceTime my wife because the spectacle, as you know, those of you that were there that day, the energy, the festiveness.
I gotta go back.
Signaling the shooter, as you know.
Signaling the shooter, as you know. That's what I meant by he's making jokes. Making jokes. That's a funny joke to make now. That's weird. So when I do it, it's a problem. When he does it, it's funny. That's weird. It's not fair. I don't understand. Isn't that something you're not supposed to joke about? You're not supposed to bring up? Frank could have just tainted the jury pool. Has nobody told Frank that he could taint the jury pool by saying things like that? I don't understand. Frank himself said if you don't have hard evidence, shut up. What's going on, Frank? It's not cool.
I had my phone out because I'd FaceTime my wife because the spectacle, as you know, those of you that were there that day, the energy, the festiveness, for a Q&A. What? And so I had my wife on, I was sharing with her, and then I said, hey, let me call Spencer and Caroline, my son and daughter-in-law. They're big Charlie fans. So I'm just standing there like this. And then the shot rings out, and I see Charlie go down. And I don't remember saying this, but my daughter-in-law's going, the first thing you said was, no, 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 no. And then I stepped toward him, and it's, those of you who were here, you remember that? You went down, didn't you? You went, is there more?
Those of you that are here, you guys did it, you know, and somebody told me what I said. Weird. Everything that he needs to remember, he remembers. Right? There's some things that some other people have to tell him. That's cool. There's more Frank Turk. Apparently, Ali Files, friend of the show, early friend of the show, back when there weren't many friends of the show, Ali was a friend of the show. She did a pretty good coverage of this whole thing. Just want to find this part. Oh, you only like certain questions? This might be a little bit of a tense situation. Let's see.
I'm just one person. But when it started, it was very difficult to hear because
I could hardly hear him. I was 25 feet from him. Of course, the speaker wasn't near me.
Well,
it was pointing out, but I agree, yeah.
For us, I was kind of right in the middle, only to the side of Charlie. But there was a group to your left, to my right, over there, that from my standpoint looks like a community of very strong dislikers of Charlie.
Yeah, there were some protesters, yes.
And I would say there was 40, minimum 40, and they held huge signs. Huge signs, and they were, to me, they seemed to be LGBTQ community. So after it was over, and very disturbing, you know, and we're all shaken and trying to follow the news media and having the cameras just fanning and you know, like panoramic. The community that was over there was grass, like they were gone. I followed a lot, and it's hard to think that anything is really true of what goes on because of the media when it fans the whole area and watches people leaving, scrambling and frantic, and that area is grass.
Were they in a position to escape immediately?
No, it was before, and yeah, even after.
Okay, so what's I'm sorry, I've got a big long line. What's the main point you're getting at?
I just wondered, did you see those people? I mean, I think it's a part of.
I think
the night.
As I understand it, that protesters were moved just before Charlie got there. I think that's what I was told. Maybe that's not right.
No, it's not right because I couldn't hear because we're like, oh, that group needs to chill.
Okay,
down.
so where are you going with this?
I'm just wondering if other people saw it, or was it only me?
Saying they didn't do anything. There was no shot that came from them. Okay. There was no shot. Everybody I talked to yesterday, in fact,
yesterday.
Hold on.
Yesterday.
This is interesting. What's he actually going to say here?
Yeah.
Just for anybody, I saw someone in the chat said, is this a room full of witnesses? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And Frank is jogging their memory and making sure that they know, right? Making sure they understand, hey, this is what we were talking about. I sent him this from the back seat. He's making sure that they understand properly what it is that they witnessed. And even when someone brings up something like this, he's making sure that they understand. I didn't hear anyone bring up any shot. This lady didn't seem to bring up any shot. He says, there's no shot that came from there. Huh? You okay? You all right, big guy? Is that Charlie's shirt you're wearing? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
So he was.
What is going on here?
So he was there a day before talking to people.
Did you have lunch with Hunter? He said Hunter about 12 times.
Well, and you just caught that he said he was there yesterday. So he was talking with these people yesterday.
Of course, he flew in there and he's chilling with people. So, okay. This girl's asking a valid question. He's getting a little bit angry with her. He doesn't want to answer the question. The shot didn't come from there. She didn't ask that.
No, she's just asking if
she
anybody
didn't say, oh, I'm getting so upset, babe. She didn't, not at anybody, but this guy. She didn't say the shot came from there. You know where they were holding up they were holding up a banner. It's more on Charlie's left. So if we're looking at directly at it, it's on Charlie's right. And there was like, that's the side that you don't have shots of Charlie, right? It's been all banned off. So she didn't say where the bushes were. She didn't say that anything regarding a shot. She was talking about protesters.
Yeah, hold on. Before you start, she was just basically trying to ask if anybody had seen the protesters. And Frank had said that he was told or thought they were cleared out before Charlie got there. The lady said no, they didn't.
He said cleared out. Guy's from Ontario. No. He's not from Ontario. He's from Manitoba. I'll bet money. Ali Files, tell me who you called him babe. Tell me where he's from. I say he's from Manitoba from the way he just said out. Anyway, let's see here. Let's get back to it.
I have to play this again.
It's a group needs to chill.
Okay,
out.
so there was no shot that came from them. There was no shot. Everybody I talked to yesterday.
Ask that.
In fact, Hunter was at the microphone when it happened. Came from behind you, right? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought the shot came.
No, I don't think so.
I'm.
Okay.
Whoa.
Wow. So Hunter Kozak is his compadre that he's verifying things with? Hunter, of all people, the guy who was combating Charlie, the guy who had the whole thing where people were talking about he was like preparing and acting when he was doing something before he actually got up to talk to Charlie. The guy who was part of the Un-F America tour. The guy who was a part of the Un-F America tour. And when Destiny, streamer, left-wing streamer, who was pretty much the head of that organization, when he got news that happened, the person he was talking to didn't realize that he was live. And when she said, hey, did you hear what happened to Charlie? And she said, we're effed, dude. We're effed. And then he cut her off and said, whoa, hold on. I don't want you to say anything crazy. That same Hunter Kozak is the guy that you're verifying things through while this lady who was there is talking about some group. Man. You know, when I first saw Barron go back into Hunter Kozak, I was like, is that necessary? Yeah, it seems like it was. Good job, Barron. Good job, Barron, digging a little more into Hunter Kozak. That's crazy to me. I don't know if that sticks out to all of y'all, but to me, that is wild. Why on earth would Frank be? He's talking like as if they're friends. The last thing your friend was doing was combating this guy instead of having a nice conversation, instead of having a laugh for the last moments of his life. Instead, he was having a snippy debate back and forth with Hunter. And that's the dude that you're using as you're like, right, Hunter? It came from behind you, right, Hunter? Wow. Making sure that all those people in the room understand what they're hearing, understand what they heard that day, what they saw that day. This lady comes with a different perspective. She's like, well, there was all these people and they were really loud and there was at least 40 of them. And now, Ali Files was talking about it. So if Charlie is facing this way, she said it's on his left. So that would have been the area where the brown shirt guy was. I'm pretty sure. Because if it was on his left, on Charlie's left. So you guys are Hunter Kozak. I'm not being Hunter Kozak. No, sir. In fact, I'll be Dan Flood over here since Dan Flood was safe. I'll be like this. I'm Dan Flood. So I'm looking over here. Charlie's over here. right? I'm doing all sorts of signals. Hey, Frank, right? So on the left, yeah, that would be the brown shirt guy. That's who would be there. I'm not saying he did anything. I'm just saying that's who was on the left. You know who was also, I'm not going to, listen. There's also somebody else who's on the left as well, who was a witness that got interviewed like 7 different times from 7 different news outlets, and he was the only person getting interviewed for some reason. I did a whole video on him. Also a part of the church. Huh. I never thought of that. I think we got to start Hunter and Kozak sitting in a tree. Yeah, I think I got to look at that footage again, man. I think I got to look at that footage just one more time. Yeah, please hit the like button. I know sometimes you guys forget. I know you guys forget sometimes. Hit that like button. It helps tremendously. Frank's a fake pastor. Yeah. Yeah. You know, maybe he did all the things to become a pastor, but he's definitely not what you would think. Yes, the guy in the brown shirt, Rick Coulter. I call him the brown shirt guy because everybody just knows the brown shirt guy. Not a lot of people know his name and his background and everything. But yeah, Rick Coulter. Exactly. Dan Flood does the Macarena. Basically. I was paraphrasing a little bit. He kind of went like, you know, right? The guy on the top left, I know. Somebody just said Nisi interviewed the guy on the top left. Yeah, I know. It was after I made the video. Very weird. After I made the video about that guy in the top left, he instantly tried to contact me. So instantly knew that I made this video. Okay? It was really weird. Instantly knew, instantly tried to contact me. I didn't even read the email. Tried to contact me again. I didn't read the email. Made a video and tagged me in it. I didn't watch the video. Because you're a spook. You're a spook. You know the second someone makes a video about you. I didn't put it in the metadata or anything. But you knew right away. You're a spook. So right away, I'm like, I'm not contacting this guy. The next like 2 days later, he gets on Nisi's show. And he's trying to talk about like, you know, trying to clear his name. Before that, this guy on the top left that you're talking about was interviewed by Nisi. Before that, someone who partners with James Lee. James Lee and this girl do a podcast together. She does a lot of live streams. She's doing a live stream. Okay. That same guy who was at the top left, that same guy appears on her live stream. He just pops up in the chat, says, "Hey, can I talk?" And then she adds him in, and then he's there. I know his name's Skylar. I know. I don't even want to say it because I don't want you reaching out to me anymore, Skylar. I don't read your communications whatsoever, Skylar. I know it's Sky. I know. I did a whole breakdown on this guy. I went deep. Very, I won't even say that. Odd the way he got into the memorial and everything. A lot. I went through everything when it came to him. But yes, he was very odd. The live stream goes on. This girl's talking about him. He comes up. Okay. This is the thing. He comes up. The whole live stream wasn't about him. He comes up in the live stream. All of a sudden he's there. And the next thing you know, she adds him in and they start talking. It's 8. He claims that it's 8 a.m. in Australia. And he just said, well, I had a friend who told me someone was talking about me in a live stream. I was like, what kind of friend do you have? What kind of Fort Huachuca deep friend do you have that when someone mentions you in a live stream for 45 seconds, you get notified, you enter the live stream and ask to talk? As soon as I saw all that, I was like, I am never communicating with this person. Whatever they're going to try and tell me is going to be some kind of maneuvering. I was like, I'm never talking to this guy, ever. Nisi did a whole thing with him, and then he was like, oh, I heard this, and I heard this on a radio station in Israel. And he was trying to position it like, yeah, everything around that was really weird. And nothing weird with me, but I mean, some things were kind of weird. I was like, I see, that's exactly what he wanted to do on my show. Exactly what he wanted to do on my show, and I wasn't going to do it. It was so sus. Yeah, he is a deep friend. He is a deep friend, exactly. Yeah, man, it was the weirdest thing. And he had a fort friend. He had a Huachuca homie, man. Something. I was like, what is going on right now? So, yeah, that guy. Sorry for that little rant there, but yeah, I remember that dude. That dude was weird, man. Really weird. And don't communicate. Don't try and reach out to me, man. I'm not reading your stuff. I still got the email. I don't know. It's somewhere. It's buried in the hundreds of emails I get every day. But I remember I saw it and I'm like, oh, I'm not reading this. Like within minutes, he finds me. I'm like, what are you talking? Like, how did you find me so quick? I'm like, that's a weird thing. There's people who love the show who can't find my email. How'd you find my email within minutes? I made the video. I've made the video. I think it was a nighttime video I released because I was doing like 2 episodes a day at that point. I made the video, woke up, and he had already emailed me. It was crazy. Then make a video in response to Coach Colin. I'm like, I'm not watching this. Never in my life have I watched a response to me. Are you crazy? I'm like, what? I'm not doing that. Out of your mind. Listen to how he speaks to the lady. So impatient, so effing rude. He's all, yeah. Frank had an issue with that lady. Weird behavior all around. Yeah, Niecy was uncomfortable during that interview. Of course she was, because that was not organic, or inorganic things make you uncomfortable. Yeah, I bet he Google searched me 2 weeks prior. I bet he did it from a place in the Middle East too. It was very, yeah, she was, things that are not organic are uncomfortable to do. They're weird. They're weird to do. So that's what happened there. So that was the Frank Turk stuff. That's the clip, Lance. Boom. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So that's the clip there. Anyway, I'm glad none of you called me. I don't have to deal with you. Sorry, just letting you know that you're muted. Ignore that. Wasn't actually calling, just triggering the message to see. I answered, Phoenix. I was going to cut you up. I'm just kidding. I would have just played around, you know. Anyway, let's keep going here. We got the supers to read now. Let's get into the supers, man. But yeah, that dude was weird. That was hands down the weirdest experience I've had so far. Like within covering things, that was the weirdest experience. Cause I was like, oh, that's like spook behavior. I was like, how do you have all of this? How do you have access to people so quickly? The live stream, when I watch, her name's Dana. That's her name. Who works with James Lee. When I saw that she was on live stream, and then all of a sudden he popped up, I was like, that is a hard thing to do. Live streams are very long. I mean, you have to be clued in the entire time. You have to have something go off when your name is said. You have to have someone who is watching that person. I mean, you got to be a part of some kind of organization. That doesn't just happen on the fly. That's not how that works. Your friend. So out of all the friends you have, out of all the live streams that exist, your friend was just watching that live stream, and then all of a sudden your name popped up and they contacted you. And 8 a.m. in Australia, you decided that it was time for you to contact that person. You found the live stream right away, got in, and now you're talking on the live stream. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You're Jason Bourne. You're not fooling me. That's what I said about the guy in the video, too. I'm like, you're not fooling me, buddy. You're Jason Bourne. Go save the world or something, man. Don't worry about emailing me. Go parachute out of a building before the whole building explodes. You know? And you have the secret files, and you land and you hand it to a guy who's in a trench coat and he speeds off on a motorcycle. Go do that. Don't be emailing me. Ain't no reason in the world for you to be emailing me. You better relax, buddy. You know? Go save somebody. Anyway, let's jump in. Lance is back. What's going on, Lance? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to do something? You guys subscribe to Lance's YouTube channel? Go check it out. He's dropping songs. If Lance and Fleet become like DJs and start making songs, or they become like what's that music group that never showed their face? Not Daft Punk'd. Or are they called the Monkeys? I forget what they're called. But there's a music group that they never showed their face, and all of their music videos were just animations. Oh, I need to remember that. Somebody in the chat, please remember what I'm talking about. Do you guys remember the people that I'm talking about right now? They made all of the Gorillas. Yes. Thank you. Yes. If they become like the Gorillas, I expect a shout out. I expect in all of your animated music videos that go viral, I expect some kind of cameo of some sort. Okay? Some kind. I don't know what kind, but I expect that. The Gorillas were Gorillas were amazing. I don't know how you guys felt about the Gorillas. I loved the Gorillas because it was such a weird thing that they would do. And I still don't know what the guys look like, and I never want to know what they look like. I'm telling you. It's the best way to be. Faceless is the best way to be. Faceless and rich is the best way to be. You know what I mean? You don't even have to hire security. You're just out there. You're just out there running around, having a good time, you know? Anyway, let's get into it. Rachel, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Mint Daddy crew. Thank God it's Friday. Have a great weekend. I'm going to have to catch up later. Got a doctor's appointment. Hope everything's okay with you, Heather. Hope you're feeling okay. What do I have in my pocket? What is this? Oh, it's a block. My kid gave me a block just to, you know, I don't know. Kids like, here, make sure you keep this. Kid's probably going to ask for it afterwards. Do you have the block? Do you have the block that I gave you? It's blue. It's blue. It's circle. Do you have it? Thank you. Yeah, I hope you're okay. Hope you're doing all right. Hope the whole visit went well. Rachel J, you really are the Candace Whisperer. Wow. Thanks for the chair recommendation. I ordered one in black, so I may look like a turtle woman. Thanks for the last. Well, you can always get a cover. Mine is black. Mine is black, but I bought a cover. It's called like Arctic Ice or something like that. I bought a cover and it's absolutely great. Yeah, solid chair, easy to put together. Not a sponsor or anything like that. Just, you know, I got a friend who's deep in the chair world because he does a lot of work at home, and he put me onto it. And it doesn't squeak. It doesn't squeak. You might think you're hearing squeaks sometimes, but you're hearing the microphone arm. You know, that's what you're hearing. You're not hearing the chair. Chair is silent. I love it. KD Brooks. I wonder how long Druski had to practice the eyes. Kind of scary, the resemblance. Top tier performance. White Chick sequel possibility in the near future. Love your show, Coach. Yeah, that would be, if there is another White Chicks, he would have to appear in it. He would have to. I mean, it's just, he must have got the people who did the makeup for the movie White Chicks. That's the only thing I can think of, is how he nailed that down so perfectly. Wild. Almost 150 million views. Sorry. I'm doing the turning point there. Almost 150 million views on that video. No, just 150. No, that is the number. Wow, that's crazy. I thought I was like, oh, I just overshot that by so much. No. That is actually the number. 150 million views. That's crazy. That's crazy. On one video? On one video he just did for fun. I mean, it's not even linked up to a show. Like, there's no, like, the only monetization is the views. It's crazy. It's just such a crazy thing. You guys, I mean, it's wild. R. Logan, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's see here. R. Logan says absolutely nothing. Thank you. Allison Gay, welcome to the Mint Daddy crew. Of course I laugh at that. I'm sorry. Cindy Lou, welcome to the Mint Daddy crew. Appreciate you guys. Love Like the Bear, have only done 1 super chats for Baron, but you deserve it too. FYI, sometimes for fun, I like to play your intro on double speed, even more exciting. Thank you for all you do, Coach. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I gotta listen to myself on double speed too if I'm ever forced to. So I know how fun it can all be, how intense it can all get. Susan English, baby fund, awesome job, coach, beautiful wife. Thank you so much. She is quite beautiful. Clemson Kuzi. I want to know how long Erika's Bing Bong list is at this point. She's gonna make Billary look like a saint. Yeah, I mean, I know exactly what you mean. She is. I think in later age, I think that's what the younger people will know her as, the same type of character. I'm not a robot. Not a day goes by that I do not think of eyebrows reaching up to Matt and saying he wants uppies. That joke had staying power. That's amazing. So that's a thing. That's a thing I got to do on stage. See, I can't forget that. I'll just say Ben Uppies. There you go. There you go. I got to remember that. You know. Laney Lamb. I know I saw your email. Get that merch rolling out. That meme merch rolling out. Yeah, let's do it. If you send me any examples, we can see. I have a pretty good example of what I want. It's kind of basic. I don't know how to do anything with like design. So if you can think of some design things for allegedly, maybe perhaps, that would be good. The Philadelphia Mints one, I still have to reach out to the person that made that picture and kind of, talk to them about that whole thing. But yes, I saw your email. I'm going to answer it once I'm done. I have this, and then I have a coaching call I have to go through. And then after that, I will get to you. Journey of E, the Black Line Brief is another good podcast. Black Line Brief. I've never heard of that. Never heard that. Don't forget Hood Mr. Rogers. Is there a Hood Mr. Rogers? Oh, man, I've never seen that. I'd love to see that. Mr. Rogers was already kind of hood, especially by today's standards. You know, there's some things he would say that you can't say today. No swearing or anything, just some philosophies that he had that are like unacceptable today. David J, for the love of Coach, hit the freaking like button. Thank you so much, guys. Please hit that like button. It helps tremendously. You have no idea. It just helps the channel so much. It helps us so much, helps me continue doing this type of thing, and we're trying to get to more people. We've consistently had like 6,000 people throughout the whole live stream, and we only got half the people who have liked. The same amount as yesterday, actually. Crazy. Please hit that like button. It helps us so much. Please hit that like button. Grapeseed, RDJ, Tropic Thunder, Epic, no complaints. Yeah, exactly. Tropic Thunder. It's like, when it came to that character, the first thoughts in my mind was, oh, give me a spin-off movie of just this character. Obviously. Like, obviously give me another movie with just this character going through life. Not even, just give me another one of him just going through everyday life. Please. Give me a Dolomite, Superfly type of movie with that character, with Robert Downey Jr. playing that character, because it was absolutely amazing. Could care less. Are you kidding me? Like, come on, man. I don't get it. Whatever. But again, I know I have the lens of a comedian, so it's like a lot of things aren't offensive to me that other people might sound offensive. As a white conservative woman, Druski is gold. Shout out to you, Kristen. Kristen Spins. Shout out to you. I agree. Legendary Bree, even Jesus had a sense of humor and called it how he saw it. Have these people read the Bible? Just read any of his convos with the Pharisees. There you go. I have not. I don't even know what you're talking about, but now I want to look into it. Was he joking around with them? He was throwing jokes out at them and stuff? Oh, Eddie Murphy did Hood Mr. Rogers? Wow. Get out of here. Oh, I want to pull that up. I can't pull that up. Oh my gosh, I want to see that. That is hilarious. One time Eddie Murphy did like a 2-hour set at I forget, I think it was the Improv. It was someplace. It was a long time ago. did like a 2-hour set. And you could really see how masterful he was as a comedian. He was funny in movies, Saturday Night Live and all that stuff. But you could really see what a master comedian he was when he did that 2 hours on stage, because he did crowd work. And the crowd work he was doing, it was like, where are you from? He would tell them, and then you start making jokes about them. They were full-scale jokes, and he was doing the imitations of them, their people, perfectly. I mean, he just had everything. He was so great. People have been begging him to come back to stand-up comedy for years, and he just won't do it. He's considering it. Dave Chappelle's trying to get him to do it. Chris Rock is trying to get him to do it, but he's just like, I don't know, man. I wish he would come back. You know, Dave Chappelle, you know, Joe Rogan, all of them say it's over for everybody if he comes back. He shoots it to #1 right away. No problems. Even today, people have said they've seen him do some stand-up because he has like a theater in his house because he's Eddie Murphy, and his stand-up is still exactly where it was. Like, just incredible. Comedians are modern-day jesters, using news as a way to test boundaries. They trade in raw truths to provoke reactions. They say what traditional media won't. Christ is king. Christ is king indeed. That sounded like one of Barron's opening statements. It sounds like you were about to get cooking, you know? That's what it sounded like. And that's very true. That's what I'm trying to do, you know? I'm not a fan of The Daily Show, but I do know that as I keep covering news and I slowly try to give you things other than just the Charlie Kirk investigation, I know that's kind of the lane I'm going to be in. So I'm going to be doing news. I'm going to be making it funny. And yeah, you want to test the boundaries. You really want to test them and make people test. Because as you test the boundaries, right, as a comedian, then you make people test the boundaries of their thoughts. Because now something that they thought wasn't funny, they're laughing at. So now all of a sudden it's changing their perspective on it. It's an interesting thing to do. I would like to be like The Daily Show, but not as shilly as they became. Erika is the poster child for a blue-eyed deviler. Is that the word? Deviler? Deviler? You know how I am with words. How dare you do this to me? Deviler? Poster child for a blue-eyed deviler. Kind of, yeah. Yeah. Are they blue even? They look like gray. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, you're right. Kemson Kuzi, Captain Cracker, has spoken. Everyone step back. Yeah, that dude who was like speaking for all the Caucasians, King Caucasian, that was hilarious. That's like when somebody was in the chat and they were trying to speak for all old people. They were the emperor of old people. Devilry. Oh, that's how you say it. Okay. Devilry. Ah, okay, cool. I forgot how you told me to pronounce this name. Okay, I'm going to just guess it's Miss Christmas. Miss Christmas. That's what I'm going to call you. I cannot understand how people think it's okay that Turning Point doesn't pay taxes, but spends tons of money on private jets, glitter, and pyrotechnics. $1 billion scam. Now, I say that all the time. I think that about a lot of things. Politics, people like that, church. I think that all the time. Like, how is this allowed? How are you allowed to do this? Yeah, it's so crazy. It's just silly. It's like a silly little loophole. Dragonfly, Christ is king. Christ is king indeed. Thank you. In the words of Barron, Christ is king indeed. Erika big mad because now she's actually grieving. She's actually feeling one of those feelings now. Druski's dad is a pastor. Come on, really? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Druski is Erika is giving Trista Patas vibes. You can't unsee it. Yes. Oh my gosh. That is so true. Shout out to her. She's a great creator. But I know exactly what you mean when you say that. You know? I don't know if she would act like that, but definitely gives off those vibes. Wow. Wow, you're so right. You're so right. That is very interesting. Yeah, you're so right about that. Yeah. It is very, very similar vibes. Very similar vibes. Yeah. I only know her from H3H3, where she's arguing with like Ethan and stuff. I used to love H3H3. I thought those guys were the G's. They're kind of cool still though. Kimmy Joe, Kimmy Joe. Hey coach, today is my 59th birthday. 59 years old. Wow, catching right up to Baron. Look at you go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, I know, Black Papi. Nunca, nunca to you. Yeah. It's the worst birthday song ever, you know? Happy birthday, though. Just say, Julie, my Braille lip reading isn't working. Braille lip reading. I reclaim my time. I reclaim my time. I love that. I actually love that. That's so funny. Don't worry, I wasn't saying anything important. I was literally just going like, is this real? This can't be real. Is this real? This can't be. No, this isn't real. Can you tell me, is this real? That's all I was doing, really. Don't worry about it. Nothing too crazy. Although you never want to miss a minute of what I have to say. I know how it is, guys. What is this? Rhodey? We know here, Black Papi. Druski has the Kirk gums. That's funny. Yeah, he does. Conspiracy podcast Joji. I can believe Druski as a white woman more than I believe Larry. You can't say that. How dare you? How dare you? Jigsaw is a beautiful, handsome lady. Everybody knows that. Third Eye Prophet. So funny how the right was against that movement, Me Too movement, and how guilty it was, and how it was guilty before innocent. And now they are sure Tyler is guilty. It's innocent until proven guilty, not the other way around. Yeah, it's a weird thing. They flipped on a lot of things. That's why I was talking about the whole comedy thing. I mean, did I even show you that post that I made? I didn't even show you guys the post. I made a post right away, and I kept on talking about it. And some people got mad, but like, this is exactly what we're seeing. Like, look at this. Like, I just kept making posts like this. It's like, look, the left is shocked that the right is on their side when it comes to being offended by comedy. Like, I mean, this is what's going on, right? This is some ladies just like, this is blatant racism. You know, the left is like, yeah, you're right. Yeah. You know, I made another one where I was like, the left seeing the right agree that comedy is offensive. Like literally. And that was captain of all the all the light-skinned friends that we have in the show, right? It's just ridiculous. It's getting absolutely ridiculous. Like, what are you doing? It's so odd. You were just making fun of them. You were just saying like, oh, these snowflakes and this and that. And now all of a sudden you're just like, oh my gosh, well, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's because it's all coordinated, man. You know, back in the day, none of those people cared if Biden could do backflips or if he couldn't talk. They didn't care about that. They had another thing in mind that they wanted. Some of them wanted to keep jobs, etc. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. Let's see. Let's go back down here. Let's make sure we're down there. Let's keep going. Blakey wearing Erika's clothes like Sam Brandt. Wow. That's a good comparison. Whoa, that's a solid comparison. Sam. Do you guys remember that dude? Do you remember that dude? Wow, that is so funny. That is a great, wow, when you go to images of this guy, like nothing pops up. That's so weird. Like everything should pop up. Like, show me this guy. Yeah. Yeah, that does. It's like Blake energy. It is very much Blake energy. Yeah, this dude. That is what it's like when Blake's wearing that blazer. Wow. Good call. Who said that? Mikey? Mikey Riley? Good call. That is Blake. That's Blake all over. 100%. Solid comparison. Curious says nothing. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I need more WWE skits. Anything to give me another reason to animate. Druski's Erika Kirk is getting body slammed by Press Orange again. Oh, I didn't even watch the video yet. I just need a reason. I didn't even watch the video yet. I had it queued up here. Here, let's take a short break to watch this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys don't mind, you know, if you guys don't mind, we're just gonna watch this video. I'm already seeing me, right? I assume this is me. Let's go. I just thought it was different, man. You know, marketing's everything. They the admin filling spots, those confirmation spots. It was like the Super Bowl. It was like the draft. It was like the NBA draft. It was nuts. They were just rolling out name after name. They're like, and next we got Tulsi Gabbard. And Tulsi came out and there's pyrotechnics going off everywhere. American flags waving in the air. Huge flags. And she was coming out, DNI. I didn't even know what a DNI was. And I was like, let's go. Let's go. And next, ladies and gentlemen, we have RFK Jr. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. You and your friend are grabbing each other. You're like, this is crazy. This is crazy. They're going to save the country. You know? They were like, next we have Pete Hegseth. I was like, I don't even know who that is. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is going to be amazing. We are so back. Oh yeah, that was me all day. All day. It was like a huge event. It was a huge event. They got me with the glitz and glamour. And then all of a sudden they did the same thing with Charlie. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? They were like, next, in this Charlie Kirk memorial, let's go give it up for J.D. Vance. Jets flying over him, firecrackers everywhere. And I was like, this seems kind of effed up. What's going on here? I woke me up, shook me awake. I was like, wait a second. The fuck? Wait, hold on a minute. I was like, what is going on right now? Next on the stage, we have Andrew Kolvet. And I was like, oh, Andrew Kolvet. I'm like, hold on a second. Why is everybody cheering at this memorial? Hold on a second. What is this? And next we have the president and still the U.S. president of the United States of America. They just kept bringing out name after name. I'm like, Marco Rubio. I'm like, why is the whole administration here? Where's his mom and dad? I thought his mom, wasn't his dad? Who's giving the eulogy? Are these eulogies? What's happening right now? And then Erika Kirk threw up that thing, threw up that hand sign, and I was like, what the fuck? Was that a Masonic hand sign? Hold on a second. The hell am I watching right now? Why is everything red and there's fire everywhere? Then Erika's like, I forgive him. I was like, oh, this is some. Oh, they got me. Oh, did they get me? They got me, man. The event of the century. Welcome to the event of the century. Charlie Kirk's memorial. I was like, who is that guy talking? Where is he? All they were missing was dancers. Just dancers wearing Charlie Kirk masks coming out. That's all they were missing. I mean, it was crazy. Then she threw up that hand sign. I was like, you Illuminati sons of bit. They got me. She threw it up. She threw her hand up in the air. I was like, I've been researching this stuff since I was 15 years old. That don't mean I love you. Now she's throwing up the hand sign while this guy's hugging her. He hugs her and he goes, like what? I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I've never seen anything like this. And no one was crying. Mikey McCoy was smiling ear to ear. What's going on? What happened? Next on stage, Mikey McCoy. Mikey McCoy gets up there. What's going on, guys? What's going on, everybody? Is this not the best memorial you guys have ever been to? What's happening right now? Elon Musk is standing there like, Marco Rubio there. Hello, everybody. No. Oh, he's actually a bag of milk. Oh my gosh. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. That's how you, you are in tune. You are in tune with the show. You're very in tune with the show. That's amazing. That's incredible. Elon Musk is standing there like, what's the whole crowd doing? The whole crowd. I didn't even see that. What's the whole crowd doing? Standing there like, oh Marco Rubio there. Hello, everybody. Are you guys having a damn good time? You're like, what the when does Marco yell like this? It was WWE. It was WWE. I'm surprised Pete Hegseth didn't get up there and just be like, oh yeah, we're here at the memorial and we're having a good time. Oh yeah. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to take the belt from the left and we're going to wear it on the right. Oh yeah. Trump, the president, gets on stage like he's Hulk Hogan. And when we come together, brother, you know what those wrestlers used to call themselves? NWO. Yeah. So it seems like, I don't know. I could be wrong. That's hilarious. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Never been so excited as when my own cartoon is playing in front of me. It's incredible. You have no idea. That's crazy. Thank you so much for that, Fleet. That was crazy. Anyway, let's keep on going. Thank you, Fleet. Very generous. Thank you so much. Friend of the show, obviously. Unhinged Truth. Wait, but Captain White's post says who had her husband pass away. Was that a whoopsie? No, I think they're all just kind of like, they're just letting the mask fall. They're like, screw it, whatever. Who cares? That's what they're like, whatever. Who cares? We're not calling each other out, right, guys? Like, nothing can happen, right? Like, we're all good, right? The admin, we're good. Nick B, 19. Why did Druski go after Erika? He had Nikki to get the black vote and support. He had Nikki to get the black vote and support. Love everything backfiring on them. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to go after Nikki. What are you going to do with Nikki? You know, then you got to put on prosthetics and like, there's a whole bunch of stuff you have to do if you're going after Nicki Minaj. That's too much. Erika was just perfect. And again, it's because he's going after, Nikki's not a cultural thing. Nikki is a paid person. This is my opinion. Seems like it to me. Seems like a paid person who's like, oh, I love JD. And oh man, I love, like, it just, that's what it seems like to me. The same way Kamala had Meg Thee Stallion, they have Nicki Minaj. It's the exact same type of thing. She's not this cultural craziness going on. Erika Kirk is, especially after you learn the lore, you learn what we're all covering, what we're all uncovering. You see what Candace is talking about. You see the story of her herself without even having Candace influence you at all. You just see what happens with her, how she acts, what she does. That's something to cover. It's like a very cultural, wild thing, right? I mean, that's why he's going after her. And it's not an attack. Like, you got to get over that. There's no attacking there. Like, to make a video about somebody or to make a sketch and you dress up at them, like, that's not an attack. It's just not. Dave Chappelle did more of an attack on Candace than Druski did to Erika. Straight up. Dave Chappelle was calling her all sorts of names and stuff on stage. It was like one of his, it wasn't even a comedy special. It was like just a quick set that he did after some stuff happened with George. And it wasn't even funny. It wasn't even like he was trying to be funny. He seemed like he was kind of drunk. He was just like really just going at her. And there was no punchline to it or anything. At least Druski was being funny. And Candace didn't even take that as an attack. She's just like, wow, he knows my name. What does the end game look like, you think? Justice, burning, loot? No. Obviously not. I already said, you have to make the information has to become undeniable. That way, when it's looked into years from now, they will understand. And it will point even more towards where it points now. And the younger people, the much younger people, the generation that's like toddlers right now, they will look at that and go, oh, okay. So that place really did have like more control than it seemed, right? And then they'll be able to look into it more and more. And they'll be like, oh, okay. Wow. Jeez. What is that place called now? It's called Philadelphia now. Yeah. Whole thing happened over there. It's crazy. Yeah, it's really weird. You know? Anyway. Only members only call in live. Maybe. Because they got to be vetted. It's hard to just have somebody call. I guess I can hang up if you like go crazy. But it's like I need the person to be vetted before they get to me, you know? Because, you know, people who hate me will pay to do that. You know what I mean? It's like if you gave me an opportunity, I had to pay for Officer Tatum's voicemail thing. If I had to pay $5, I'd be like, I'm paying $5 so I can leave a voicemail. The Ben's Buggle, he was mocking her fakeness, not her grief. True. Well said. Holy Fire Luna, not you, Coach. That was not me calling you. I never call a married man, especially one I don't know. But yeah, I responded with the source. I don't know who he is, so I'm not sure it's reliable. And there is 375,000 comments, so I don't know. Yeah, what do the comments say? You replied to me. Where did I ask you? Did I ask you on X? No. Did I ask you on Instagram? Let's see here. Oh, wow. Let me see here. You didn't respond. You didn't respond at all. Did I even say anything to you? I don't see it. It's crazy. I see in my messages here, there's a dude who eats raw meat, right? He eats raw meat and he wants to like come on the show again. I interviewed him once about this raw meat lifestyle that he loves so much. And and now he wants to do another one. I don't know. We'll see. You know what he does? This is very off topic, but still. The guy ferments meat. So he'll leave it in a jar and let it sit for weeks, months. Let it sit, and then it's crazy. It's like all slimy and like whatever, and he eats a little bit of it and calls it high meat, and he says it's very good for you. It is not, but it is a weird thing that he does. Very weird. It's called high meat. He has his whole lifestyle. Very odd. But yeah, I think that whole thing was fake with what she said. I feel like X would be going insane right now if she said that. Yes, meat. Meat, he lets it sit. He will let meat sit for weeks, months. There's videos of him doing it. I won't show it, but you can see him on Instagram. This guy's name's Scott Hall Jr. Scott Hall Jr. You go check out Scott Hall Jr. You will see videos of him doing that. Sway Diesel, where do baby mushrooms grow before they are born? In the mush womb. Wow. Very good. Very good. Sending good vibes to yourself and Mama Coach. Thank you so much for that. Really, really appreciate that. Solid pun. Jess Margot or Margaret, real life, sent a membership. Thank her in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Putting their mouths on EK. I don't want to be that close to a demon. Sorry. Also, still in mourning. How long are you going to mourn someone you... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Very, very odd grief. The oddest grief that I've ever seen Groven, you know? I've never seen anybody Groven this type of grief before. It's just very weird. But yeah, this is odd. Commenting first time. Who is this? Jealous? Oh, curious. What is this? Curious Golf? First time commenting, but have been entertained and informed by you for months. I agree with you from yesterday. Please go watch video, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll do that. Stop putting those numbers together on my screen. Philadelphian influencers are the most wackest. They want the waste war. You see, the previous comment, you could learn a thing or two from this person right here. Little Sagon. Thank you so much, Little Sagon. Appreciate that. And you are correct. Just happy. Just got here. Fleet's video today is incredible. Coach, guy got too, but now we all got each other. The ungot. Love you, Coach. Truly the funniest podcaster out there. Thanks for making me smile. Oh, no problem. No problem. Glad you guys enjoy it. It's always a great time. Thank you for being so generous as well. Appreciate you very, very much. What was that name again? Is it Just Happy? Just Happy? Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate you. You know, I was thinking, I was having a conversation with somebody. I don't know if I should say, just because it was a private conversation, but they were like, you know, I was just talking about the show and everything, and they were like, man, they're like, listen, like one day it's just going to take off, right? Because I'm always like down on myself about like how things are performing all the time. Even when it's going really good, I'm like, how could it be better? You know, it's like a confidence thing. Like I need it to be doing really better. And they're like, it's just going to take off one day. And they were talking about a podcast that they were on, and they were like, well, there was a point where we were struggling to get like 20, 30,000 people watching, right? And then it got to one day where they're like, if we don't have 100,000 people watching minimum, what are we even doing this for? And I was like, wow, that's interesting, you know? But it was interesting to see another podcaster struggle. I think I can say that. It's Candace's podcast that I was talking to this person about. And they were like, how it just took off one day, and it's like, it just happens. So I was like, good. But I still have to say like and subscribe, please. Why they been hiding EK Ultra's identical twin? They have been hiding her, right? Not from Grok. Grok noticed right away. Grok's like, I know who that is. I can tell by the face structure. Grok's like, I can tell by the nose and the face structure and the eyes that this is Erika Kirk. It's so crazy. Coach, how did we not cover how Candace straight up called Kash Patel butt ugly? Just totally unnecessary. She's such a jerk. I love it. Keep up the same work. I talked about that. That's why some things, you know, Candace Whisperer here, right? Some things overlap directly. I said that pretty much exactly yesterday, that I was like, well, I was a little kinder. You're right. I was more kind about it yesterday morning. I was like, the reason people think that potentially a honeypot is because look at Kash Patel. Like the way he looks is what makes people think that. It has nothing to do with her. That's when I went into that whole bit. I'm like, if she was with Brad Pitt or Henry Cavill, people wouldn't suspect anything because they'd be like, look at her. She did a great job, has a great guy. But it's Kash Patel. So people are like, what else could this possibly be? You know? But yeah, I went into that whole thing. You know? Sometimes I like when I cover the same things as Candace because I'm like, okay, I'm on the right path. I'm on the right, there's a great mind thinking and I'm thinking alike. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, But then you guys are like, cover it. I'm like, I already did. No. So I gotta be careful. Thanks for reacting to my ex post yesterday about Candace fishing. That was a fun surprise. Oh, wildly sanctified, I believe. What is that other word? It says J. I can't see the whole thing. Thank you. Thank you for tagging me in it. I appreciate it. I always appreciate when you guys tag me in things. It's the best way to get things across for me. And it's the best way that it's packaged so I can actually show it on the show. Your comedy mixed with depth is needed, especially while I do morning homeschool mom chores. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I mean, I can't believe that, I'm with somebody while they're doing that type of thing. Thank you so much. Legendary Bree, the White House just launched an app announced on X less than an hour ago. They made an app based on what? Don't they already have an app? Isn't it called X? I'll be here all week, guys. Yeah, don't they already own an app? Don't they already own X? What app are you talking about? Delivers marks to farmers. What app? Oh, they launched an app. Live streams, real-time updates, straight from the source, no filter. The conversation everybody's watching is now at your fingertips. Download here. Psst, buddy, you better read those terms and conditions before you download that thing. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm just saying you should. Take a gander at them. They might be a little wild. Thanks for telling me, Bree. I'm not, buddy. Listen, hoodwinked me once. Hoodwinked me 10 times. Hoodwinked me 5 more times after that. But hoodwinked me again after that. I don't think so. No. Druski should do Larry next. Call you soon, coach. Lance Charles. Don't call me. Don't do it. At least do it when I'm on the show. That's the best time. Yeah, if he did. But again, that's Larry is not that much of a cultural figure right now. The Larry's story isn't enough. If I had a show where I dressed up as people or had people dress up, I would definitely cover Larry. That's a must. But for him, he's only like whatever topic, the whole sphere of this Turning Point Candace Erika thing. You're going to cover Erika and you're going to move on. You could do Candace as well because she's just as big. But then from there, you're going to move on. Right? He does the top of the thing, the cultural thing that he's getting into, Any word, Bevan? Any word, Bevan? Is that one word? Jeez. I don't understand why a black person imitating a white person while they are acting ridiculous instantly makes it racist. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It doesn't really make sense, But again, that's me. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think that makes sense when it goes the other way either. I'm just kind of like, okay, like that's what the person's trying to do. But again, I'm a comedian, right? You go to open mics. You go to an open mic, even as a normal person, go to an open mic and hang out with the comics, and eventually you're gonna be like, oh, this is crazy, I have a friend who's a completely clean comic, and he told the most outrageous joke. And the only reason he did it, because he told me before he did it, he's like, hey, man. And we even check in sometimes. He goes, hey, man, I'm going to tell like a really bad black joke right now. And I'm like, are you? I'm like, well, have fun, because there's 2 tables filled with black ladies, only black ladies. It's very, very dangerous. Believe me, as one of them, I can tell you, it's very, very, very dangerous to do this. So he decides that he's going to do this joke, but he tells me before, here's the thing. He's like, I either want them to laugh. He's like, if I can get them to laugh at this joke, he goes, I know I have something. He goes, if they're really put off by the joke and they hate it, well, then I'm going to try the rest of the set to get them back on my side. And if I can do that, that's also a win. So it's like, he was thinking from these 2 places, and the joke was insane. I can't even say it. It was he didn't say the N-word or anything like that, but the joke was wild. But that's That's what you're doing in there. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure, like, how do I get people on my side? How do, like, you know? Anyway, Mark, if anything ever happens to me, I'd like Erika Kirk to take over my show. Oh, Mark, ladies and gentlemen. Mark, ladies and gentlemen. Mark J. Harmon. Harmon, or is it Herman? Friend of the show. A request to Erika. Take over his show if anything happens to him. I'm going to post this. I'm going to screenshot this. I'm going to actually. Just in case. Just in case. Here, I'm going to take a picture of that. If anything happens, I'm going to tell everybody what you said. And she's going to take it over. And it's going to nosedive, sir. It's going to nosedive. I'm just warning you now. You signed up for it, not me. Dash 721. Vice was legit until Gavin was kicked out. He was the OG creator of Vice, not Tim Pool, the sellout. Well, yeah, Tim Pool obviously isn't the creator. Come on, use your head, buddy. What? Tim Pool is not a creator of Vice. Okay? You missed the whole thing of what I was covering with that. You missed the entire thing. Go back and watch and do it again. Do it again. Try again. I'm not saying Tim Pool is a creator. Shane Smith is a creator of Vice. I mean, Shane Smith was actually the first creator of Vice. It wasn't actually Gavin that started Vice. It was Shane Smith and the other guy. And they actually took welfare money while living in Montreal. And they took that and they created a magazine. I actually know the whole story of Vice. I used to love Vice. I used to aspire to be like, I wanted to be one of the guys working for Vice. I wanted to be like Tim Pool, right? It's probably why I went bald, honestly. I had hair when I had that dream, you know? And then be careful what you wish for. So, they created together. They made a magazine. Then, and this is very early, then Gavin came along as they kept on going. And they were all friends, all from, I don't know if they're from Montreal, but they were all in Montreal at the time, which is in Quebec, Canada. And they crafted it from there, and it was like a punk rock type of magazine at first, and then it slowly started morphing into DVDs and like weirdness. And then from there, once YouTube became a thing, then they started figuring out we should put this on YouTube, and then that whole thing happened. And then once they sold to Fox and like Bill Maher was involved, they sold out. It was done by then. So that's what happened. Obviously not Tim Pool. Like what? Tim Pool worked for Vice. Come on. Google. Hope Bean, thank you, Coach, for your candor and being my one-stop shop for comedy and truth. Oh man, thank you so much. Appreciate that, Hope. That is very nice of you to say. Yes and yes. Deep thoughts and connections from Coach. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Always appreciated when people appreciate the deep thoughts, because I know that's part of it, man. Can't make everything funny. Everything can't just be about research and going deep into investigations. It can't all be that, You have to remember, as an audience and as a creator myself, there always has to be the part of where we get to be real with each other. In terms of, I don't mean real like people take it as like, oh, this is my chance to be an a-hole. Oh, here's some brutal truth, bro. Like, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being real as people. It's like what's really going on with us, that type of thing. So that's always appreciated, because I like bringing that to what I do. I think it's very important. It's almost important. Actually, it is as important as the comedy. It really is. What if a white person did blackface? You should go back and watch Tropic Thunder. It was so good. It was such a good character. The voice. What's going on, baby? There's like I think it's a hidden scene. Like there's a scene where he's drawing on a person, and he's like, and then that's how we built the pyramids like this. You see, understand? And then there was a blanket here like this, and we use sound, and that's how we built the pyramids. Pretty crazy, baby. And he has a firearm, and he's like, hold on a second, I just gotta we cool, baby? We cool, huh? Anyway, man, that's how we built the pyramids. I was like, this is the best character I've ever seen. This is incredible, this character. Give me 6 movies with this character, please. Give this character random cameos in other movies, please. Like, what are we talking about? So good. Miss Lacey, Candace verified with a donor that Charlie verbally said he wants Erika to take over in the event of his death, but said there was no recording of it. So if they played that, if they played one, that's crazy made up. It's crazy made up. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's it's weird. It's weird. It's a very weird thing because somebody's saying, get off of there. Get off of there. There you go. Candace verified that verbally he said that. I don't know. Well, I think she verified through one of the donors. I think it was either Bill Ackman or I don't know if Bob Shillman was there at the time. But I don't think she verified that that was said. I think they said that that was said. That's not her verifying it. I don't think she would take Bill Ackman or Bob Shillman as verifiable sources who would tell the truth about what Charlie actually wanted and what Charlie said. But yeah, someone said it messed up. See a $10 from Pally. That's me trying to get you a t-shirt. I'll see if it actually comes up. What's your name? Patsy? Patsy? Your name's Patsy? Your name's Patsy Fuller? Sorry, someone else is just telling me about what they're trying to say in their super chat. Spiracy Prowler. It's funny because I discovered you when you went in on peas. John K. I think you're saying Pastor John K. Achu. When you were saying you think he uses the word rigmarole. Yeah, he does. He for sure does. I'm not all for this rigmarole. Donate this money to me so I can go on with my business. There's 4 jets that I'm trying to pay for, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand. Where are the donations? Lock the door back there, sir. Lock the door until we receive $50,000 in donations from the congregation, please. That's a real thing that pastors have done. Lock the door. Did you see Randy Swine is going to be primaried by Dan Balseri? Oh, what a 2026 thing to say. The Florida Rican. I still love that name. It's so good. I don't know if that's going to happen. I could see it happening. Again, I was just talking about this with my friend. The mask is falling off so much with people that for other people to get primaried out, for people to get in, it's going to be real easy. They're going to be like, I'm only worried about Americans. That's going to be so many people's campaigns. And Americans are going to be like, oh, perfect. That's what I need, because no one's doing that anymore. All of the top politicians are always talking about the Middle East. They're always talking about this other place. It's always about the greatest ally. It's never about me. And there's just going to be guys who are just going to go, I'm going to only make it about you. You'll see. See me online. You can see it online. I've never been about that other place. I'm only about you. And it's going to work so much. It's going to be crazy. And these guys aren't going to know what to do because they're going to be like, well, I got my funding from, but I have to say I'm for America, but I have to say I'm for the other place because they said when they dipped me in baby oil, I have to, they want me to say I'm about America. I don't, I have to hold this place dear. I went to that wall, you understand, but they want me to say. They're not going to know what to do. These guys, Byron Donalds, he's going to make his head spin. He's not going to know what to do. You're going to have Fishback. He's going to be like, I only care about people in Florida, and I've never cared about another person in my life. I only care about people in Florida. And in fact, if I'm governor, I'll never leave Florida. People are going to be like, oh, okay. And Byron Donalds is going to be like, well, I actually have to go on a trip to Israel as soon as I get elected. I can't really make that promise. I just bought a condo there. He's not going to know what to do. He's not going to know what to say. It's going to come off inauthentic. It's going to lose. It's going to happen so many times. You're going to see. People are pissed. They're done with that stuff, man. It's going to be simple for so many politicians. They're going to be like, this is water. All I have to do. That's all Mondani did. He was just like, I'm not going to that place, and I've never been to that place. I only care about New York. New Yorkers were like, oh, where do I sign? Where do I sign? So, yeah, Dan's going to win. Probably. Because Dan's going to like get a tattoo of the American flag on his leg while he's like campaigning. And Randy Fine's going to be like, well, I think that flag's a little offensive. I actually like this flag. It's blue and white. And Americans are going to be like, oh, okay, screw that guy. Like, what do you think's going on here? Anyway, before I get too passionate. But yeah, glad to see it. Good. Get out. Randy Fine. Welcome to the crew. I'm not always like this in the member chats. Don't worry. This Rel 10 stacks. Yo, that Matt Walsh impression is hilarious. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. You know what it's like? It's like Morty. That's you know Rick and Morty. Matt Walsh is Morty. That's who Matt Walsh is. You know, he's Morty. Ben Shapiro's Rick. Keith 89 Tank watched Megyn Kelly this morning. She said someone was friend of the show and I lost it. My brain is broken. Thanks, coach. Keep killing. That's funny, did she? That's good. That's good, you know? Make friends. Make friends in the show. Why not? Justin Trudeau did that exact thing, and Canada ran poorly for 10 years. Comedy, if you aren't Canadian and dealing with the fallout. Yeah, it's he did it twice too. He did it. Justin Trudeau did it twice. And then when he was asked how many times he did it, he's like, "Oh, I'm not sure." He did it that many times. People were like, he can't answer how many times he's done that in his life. He's like, I'm not 100% sure actually. What? Wild boy, man. I think he's more Hunter Biden than he puts on. That guy. He's a wild boy. Wow, now he's dating not Carrie Parody. Why can't I say the name? Say the name right now. Katy Perry. There you go. Now he's dating Katy Perry. He has a wild boy. How'd you even meet Katy Perry? How'd that happen? What party were you at? You know? Instead of going to some politicians go to the wall and some politicians get dipped in baby oil, you know? He seems like a baby oil politician. You know what I mean? Weird guy. How many more came in? What's going on? Go all the way up. There we go. All right, let's keep going here, ladies and gentlemen. Third Eye Prophet. I thought you already joined the crew. Welcome once again. Hit the like button. Thank you so much for saying that. We truly appreciate it. You have no idea how much it helps us. Star Studio, Whitney Webb. I'm saying stuff is effed up. JD. That's what she said. I'm saying stuff is effed up. JD. Okay. She needs a partner. That Whitney lady, she needs a partner that can like help her package it. She should just like work with like Ian Carroll. Ian Carroll could show her how to like go viral because she has a lot of viral things that she talks about, but it's packaged differently. Candace Owens is someone who could do what Charlie Kirk did. She is tried and true. By the way, I suggested that maybe, perhaps, AK and EK was on the same plane. Candace Owens said the same thing yesterday. Yeah, you did suggest that. You were ahead of that. Texas Beach Girl, shout out to you. Yeah, you 100% said that. I remember. Thank you so much for bringing that. Another fellow Candace Whisperer in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, or perhaps a Lady Coleman in the works here. Yeah, you did say that. It makes sense. It does make sense. On the same plane. Kind of like they knew where they were going and what they had to do. You're a fraud. I did some investigative work and found out you're not a coach. Let me find out you're not black. I laugh one day and I just wipe my face on the microphone and it comes up. It's just a big white swipe. And I'm just like, oh, you guys have found me out. Oh my God. Craziest thing happened while I was watching Coach. He's white, you know. I'm sorry. Anyway. Lance Charles, I liked the Vice back when it was a free magazine. Yeah, and the magazine was free. I forgot to mention that. It was free back in the day. It was crazy. It's a crazy little thing that they turned it into, man. If they could have just held on to it and not sold to Fox and did all that stuff, it'd be the best news station ever in history. If they just stayed away from HBO, Bill Maher, Fox, all that stuff, they just kept doing their own thing, just running it like a little YouTube house, man, that would have been something. Star Studio, thanks for the humorous impressions. Fleet Files. Oh yeah, you came up with that yesterday, the Fleet Files. Journey of E, Eddie Murphy on SNL. Hood Mr. Rogers, hilarious. I gotta check that out. I really gotta check that out. The Dragonfly 13. Can't wait until you go on tour. Would love to see you live. You just have to come to North Idaho. Just don't tell anybody about us. I would go to Idaho. Check it out. You know? North Idaho. Jeez. Definitely not coming during the winter months, that's for sure. Coach, I'll be your screen caller. Jeffrey Evans. All right, let's do it. Let's work something out. Let's figure something out. I always want this show to, like, I would love to do something where we do cartoons that are not things that you guys have already heard, right? And work with Fleet that way, have that be a part of the show. And then also have a call-in part be part of the show. And like have it really be like a show, you know? But that's like future dreams as we work on things step by step. Greetings from Sweden. Just followed you when you were doing the Joe Rogan. Started following you when you were doing Joe Rogan, and like the direction you have taken. Thank you so much. I used to always tell people when I was doing the Joe Rogan stuff, I'd be like, step by step, you got to learn things. That's how it works. You should always take it step by step. Never jump right into what you think it should be altogether. Take it in phases. At least I could, because I had enough mindset and planning. I was able to just go in phases. Currently, we are entering into phase 3. Phase 3 is the authority / comedy, right? And then stage 4 becomes just straight up, I'm talking about whatever I want to talk about, right? We're entering phases, you know, phase by phase. Make members available as videos a month later. Make members' lives available as videos a month later. A month later? You think so? I could do that. I'd have to title it something like really good. I'd have to think of the packaging, you know? Because I don't think about the packaging. I don't think about the thumbnail too much. I don't think about the SEO that much. So if I make it available, then all of a sudden it's like I have to think of all that because I need it to perform properly, right? It's a little bit of there's a little business side for you there, breaking the fifth wall. Kelly Foster, but good idea. A few of us were chatting on Candace Owens and realized there was a targeted mailer for Turning Point USA that arrived the day after Charlie died. Anyone here get that? There was a targeted mailer? What does that mean? Like, that arrived the day after. Oh, I know what you're saying. So, for all these things, whatever they sent you, I don't know what they sent you. Please let me know. You can email me if you want. Whatever they sent you, more of it came afterwards? The day after he passed away? That's pretty wild. Interesting. Keep making the connections, guys. Keep on making the connections. But definitely, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's almost 1:30 right now. Okay, my wife just messaged me. Charlie said Erika will know what to do. That is not the same as saying he wants her to take over. The gaslighting is horrible. Exactly. Very good observation there. She knows what to do. She's going to contact Candace, and it's going to be this crazy thing, and she knows exactly what to do. She's going to contact Candace. She's going to ask Candace to step in. It's going to be amazing. Candace is going to take up the ranks. I've always told Erika, I've always told her that I thought Candace was this missing piece, and it was never like a romantic thing, but I just thought God meant me to find her so she could take up this battle, and, you know, Erika knows exactly what to do. And then Erika's just like, she's like, yeah, I know what to do. She's putting on sparkles. She's like, light those fireworks. I know exactly what to do. Bye. You know? Acts like Charlie never said anything about Candace. Hope Beam, next week, Tuesday, is my birthday, and I am taking up a collection from my kids so I can pay you to sing. Just let me know when it hits. Let me know when it hits. Let me know when that birthday hits. Okay? Let me know. I'll drink tea all week to prep for it. Moira, I'm here. Boss interrupted the live, and I was about to call you, but I realized I don't want to be the next Joe. By the way, I hate calling people on the phone. No, if I knew it was you, I'd be like, oh, it's Moira. What's going on? You know, I'm just kidding. Check your scoreboard, Adam, ad hominem. Patrick Bet David, handler. Yeah, he really is. That's what it seems like he is, because he brings nothing to the show. Props to Fleet hilariousness. Yeah, Adam brings absolutely nothing to that show. Like, not even a little bit. Not any good takes, no comedy, no numbers, like nothing. He brings nothing to the show. Absolutely nothing. Doesn't even make sense. Common Sense, welcome to the Mint Daddy crew. A lot of handlers out there, ladies and gentlemen. Chi-Town, I'm beyond. I'm behind. Matt's comments. You're mocking a widow who had, oh, you noticed it too, huh? Who had, whoa, I should actually repost that. I should actually take a screenshot of that before he deletes it. I wonder how many people have called him out for saying that. Palin says nothing. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Let's go here. I got a few more minutes. I gotta actually go. Oh, more popped up. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no. All right, let's see here. But do you think EK can survive this, or do you think she'll finally step down, go grieve the loss of her political aspirations and millions of dollars? I don't think she's allowed to step down. I don't think it's her choice. Like, I don't think it's her choice. Like, I don't think this is her choice. I think she has no choice in this whole thing. So even if she wanted to stop, she can't. Just like Charlie realized, like, he was in something that he couldn't slow down. I think she's in the exact same situation now. 100%. And no, I don't think a video will stop. I think they're just going to keep going, and they're just going to act like nothing happened. Maybe Andrew will address it. Maybe Blake will. Coach, I have an allegedly, maybe perhaps tea for you. I've emailed you 2 times. Patsy Junebug, is Laney Lamb your fave? I got no reply, so reaching out here, my first super chat ever on YouTube. Tag me in it again. Are you the same Patsy that I'm looking at right now? Yeah. Okay, so I actually see you right here. I got your email. I have it right in front of me right now. Don't worry, I got you. AC movement. The right is playing the race card more than the left during the election season. Exactly. It is gross to see. You know, it's fine to do if you feel that way, but to act like these other people were doing it and it was so terrible and you're pointing out how bad it all was, and now all of a sudden you're doing the exact same thing to your own side, that's crazy. It's gross. Shameless self-promotion. I'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. CT. Would love for you to stop by if you can. Special guest host Blake Neff won't be there. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Mark, ladies and gentlemen, he's almost having a solid schedule. It's coming soon. He's just working some things out. Does a great show. Check him out. Used to work with Candace Owens, has a lot of great insights. We only had 3 inches of snow this winter. Easy one. That's good. It's always nice. The end game is we will remember and not vote for anything they try to run for. That is also a part of the end game. That Jamie was asking about, that's 100% true. Anyways, guys, I do have to dip out. I am already 1 minute late. 1 minute late over here, 1 minute late over there. Please jump into the Discord. There is a link to the Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Jump in there. I'm going to be finding time to actually jump in the Discord as well. I don't know where like the general area is, but I want to jump in there and start talking to people. You know, when I start doing, I might even one day, like when I start doing stand-up, I might like just record it and not record it, but like when I'm live, just let the Discord hear the stand-up. But I'm telling you, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. So just beware. Anyways, guys, I'm just saying bye to everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to start making some pre-recorded videos. Probably going to do that today because we're at the point when it comes to the baby where it's like, it seems like it might be like we're prepared for, you know, April, but we gotta, like, we're all packed up just in case. So if you see me doing a bunch of pre-recorded videos, just know I'm doing that because we're in the hospital having a bundle of joy. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys. I'm out of here and I will see you on Monday, 10 a.m. EST.